Time for Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX, on your radio at AM 940 and online at WMIXsports.com. Rams baseball is presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Ren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto, Good Samaritan Regional Health Center, Raising a Hospital, Raising the Bar, Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, and also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois, Sarah Staley, your country financial agent, Heartland Accounting, and by Central Christian Church. It's time to join Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski in the WMIX Sports mobile studios for Mount Vernon Rams baseball. Rams pregame show starts now.
And good morning. Glad to have you with us in your Landers Collision Center pregame show here from Brennan Clyde Memorial Field. We'll have one of two today. As we get underway here shortly, it's the Mount Vernon Rams play the East Peoria Raiders. Of course, we'll have both games for you. Didn't mean to confuse you here on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. Good morning. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jesse Clark is back in our Mount Vernon studio. And what we do know about East Peoria, Danny, is that Mid-Illini Conference, they've played one game this year. They are the Raiders, and they are maroon and gold. But a program that did win a state trophy back in the 70s, but has kind of been on an even keel since then. But, of course, under Coach Plummer, above 500 in his career and playing that tough Mid-Illini Conference with teams like Metamora and Canton and teams of that ilk.
Other things are they have been a participant in the Carbondale Holiday Tournament for years. Been to Collinsville, I think, a couple of times. Also, I spent some money in their Love City 3 weeks ago while at the state tournament for basketball. So, I mean, it's a program that only one game in. One of those teams in Central Illinois that can't get a game had to come south. Picked it up in the mass email of Tim Holloway. Say, hey, we'll come up and play a couple of games today, and I'm sure they're just happy to be on a baseball field outside participating.
Well, I was able to talk to the elder statesman of the Plummer family a moment ago, Coach Plummer's father, and tell me that they had only played one time this year, and I didn't get a chance to ask the result of that game. But, you know, anytime you've only played one and you're going up a team against a team that has played 10, obviously things, you might be a little bit of an underdog. They have not been outside of that one game. And so it'll be interesting to see how they react here getting down in the south where it is a great deal warmer. Not warm to us, but warm to them, and it should be interesting here today. Landers Collision Centers didn't just expand in Mount Vernon. They expanded their service. After your next collision, ask about free detailing as long as you own your car. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. We were slated to get started about 11. Right now it's just past 11:15. Probably going to get started sometime between 11:20 and 11:30. East Peoria is taking infield now. We need to step out for a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this matchup between the East Peoria Raiders and the Mount Vernon Rams. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. This afternoon, rather cloudy skies with a shower or two, high 60. Mostly cloudy tonight, you'll see some showers, low 47. Sunday, mostly sunny and pleasant, high 62. Tomorrow night, low 35. Cloudy skies, colder with a bit of rain on Monday for a high 44. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high 47. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
The calendar has turned to a new year, but we still have an amazing deal on a 2012 Ford F-250 Super Duty pickup. Hi, Roy Schmidt, Ford dealer, Ford Square, Mount Vernon. We have a beautiful black F-250 Super Duty 4x4 crew cab ready to work for you. And when you finance through Ford Motor Credit, you'll save $2,000 plus 3 payments on us. That's a $3,500 in total savings. With the preferred equipment package and snowplow package, this is the perfect truck on the job and on the farm. Speaking of, if you're a Farm Bureau member, ask how you can save an additional $500. Come see one of our sales associates today and save big on a new 2012 Ford F-250 Super Duty at Ford Square, Mount Vernon, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and online at fordsquare.com or find us on Facebook.
Learn to live healthy, learn to live well, and learn how you can live free from unexpected medical expense with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance and the Page Agency. Health insurance that covers hospital, medical, and surgical expenses offers a wide choice of deductibles and a non-tobacco user discount, too. Rising medical costs don't have to be a problem with a major medical expense policy from Pekin Insurance. This is coverage we hope you'll never need, but you just can't be without. Call the Page Agency at 242-7000 about a major medical health insurance plan today.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball. It's your Landers Collision Center's pregame show. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. Big or small, Landers Collision Centers fixes and now details them all. Premium detailing now available at Landers Collision Centers. Call anytime you need them. 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS. And the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, as we've known them for quite some time, are back. Yeah. Oh. Had no choice today. I was trying not to get it dirty because it was just detailed at Landers, oddly enough. But it's back here today, and, of course, we're glad to be back with you. Rams baseball against the East Peoria Raiders. And the Raiders have played just one game this year, as we told you in our previous segment. Probably won't be a factor on a day like today. Both teams are going to be somewhat cold. I mean, obviously the experience not quite there compared to a Rams team that's 7-3. Went on a 4-game winning streak prior to losing yesterday to a very, 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 very good DuQuoin team. So while sure you'd rather be 8-2 or even 10-0, 7-3 not too shabby for a 10-game start for the Rams.
Interesting to see how the Rams come out today. I mean, it's one of those games yesterday, had a lot of hard-hit balls that didn't go for hit. They were out. Had several errors, had 3 errors in the game, basically gave DuQuoin 2 of their 3 runs. You basically erred the game away. So interesting to see how Mount Vernon comes out in this game. You know, the uniform change are back to the black tops, gray pants, but interesting to see how they pick themselves up off the mat here, if they're able to come back to the same kind of thought and heart they had before yesterday's game, or is that yesterday's thing going to be a little different?
Well, we'll see how that factors in today. Of course, the Rams, meanwhile, hit the ball well yesterday, but just seemed to hit it to where there was somebody. And you hit it right at them, that often does some favors, but you often can't control the physics of the game of baseball. But we'll see how the Rams rebound here today. They're going to throw Trevor Floater, who threw a couple innings yesterday. They're going to start him off here today in game number 1. Conversely, we probably need to get to know the Central Christian Church batting orders for the visiting East Peoria Raiders.
For the Raiders, they'll lead off in center with Tyler Hilton, batting second and left. Brock Stewart, batting third at third. Matt Rundle, the catcher, is Ryan Slusher in the cleanup spot, followed by shortstop Mitch Nem at short. Batting sixth, Derek Runyon at first base. Pitching, batting seventh, Bobby Martin. Batting eighth at second, Jake Plummer, not Jake Snake, or the quarterback. Batting ninth, would be in right field, Kevin Ulrich for the East Peoria Raiders.
And there you go, the East Peoria Raiders, courtesy of Central Christian Church. Log on to thenewscentral.com. Watch their services online. It's thenewscentral.com. Central Christian Church is loving God and loving people. So the Rams have taken the field defensively. It'll be Sawyer Harrison at third base with Matthew Williams at shortstop. Hayden Paninsky at second today with Colton Metter at first. Colin Young will catch the pitcher, Trevor Flota. Way out there in the outfield, Clayton Reeves, Landon Thomas, and Jake Pike from left to right. As you look at your Rams defense, it should be a great one today, we hope. Flota came in yesterday in relief, threw a couple innings and looked pretty effective. Pitched to contact a few times and just looked good. Shut it down.
This is going to be probably a day of pitching by committee. Obviously, it's him throwing yesterday and then again today. His innings and or pitches are going to be limited. And with 2 games today, you're going to see anybody that can pitch is going to be out on the hill. I think the only guys that probably aren't going to throw, probably Tyler Ellis. Obviously, Landon Thomas isn't going to throw. And I would say that Brock Fulkerson, he might get an inning, if not, because of conference games next week in the schedule. So you're going to see a lot of different people in here throwing today for Mount Vernon, and everybody that comes out on the buck for Mount Vernon is going to have to give some innings to help out.
Well, that's how it's going to have to be today, a doubleheader that actually allows the Rams to have no net change on their schedule. Lost 2 earlier in the week, and then make those up here today. First pitch is getting ready to come here with you on WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. As the coaches will take the field, it'll be a left-handed bat, Tyler Hilt, the center fielder for the Raiders. As they're in their maroon tops, gold numerics and trim, they do have their last names on the back of the jersey. As the first pitch will come from Flota at 11:23, and it's going to be a low strike. No balls, and a strike to Hilt to get us started. Umpires for today's game, John Downey calling the balls and strikes behind the plate from West City. And your infield umpires, Chris Brayton. Here comes the 0-1 in the dirt, 1-1. It's baseball powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. They are the official voice of the Rams. 1 ball, 1 strike, nobody on, nobody out as the lefty Hilton gets us started with Stewart and Rundle to follow here in the first. As that'll be a ball, look down low. As Hilton watched that in the middle of the catcher, Colin Young, 2-1. be a good day for baseball. Once it warms up
as good as it can be at the end of March.
We wait to 2-1. Easter tomorrow, of course. It's going to dip low. 3 balls and a strike now to Hilton. Stewart on deck.
Sun trying to battle out. The wind blowing from right to left. Left center might be a tunnel. You get a ball up in the alley.
3-1 coming right down the middle to be fouled off over the back. I always forget. Batting cage over there, left field side. So a full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes with nobody out in the scoreless top half of the first inning. Pretty well just underway, I believe. What was it, 11:22 first pitch time? The full count pitch is going to miss low and a leadoff walk issued to Hilton. And if you're the Rams, that's precisely what you did not want to happen. Have to rebound here. You can follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Saturday Sports Show, of course, came your way this morning, as it does each and every Saturday morning on AM 940 at WMIXsports.com. The runner for first is going to be going. They're going to be aggressive as the pitch comes inside. Wisely, Colin Young will put it in his pocket. With the second base goes Hilton.
Not much of a look by Floater to first that time. That runner was going on first movement. Looks to be crafty enough. Might be looking for another out there.
Going to get a taste of Mid-Illini Conference baseball today. Of course, Metamora just completed a trip down to Florida for some spring baseball. They're headed back. The 1-0. That's going to be bunted right back to the pitcher. Flota comes off the mound, fires him to first in time. And the 1-3 sacrifice on the bunt will advance the runner Hilton to third base. So, looking to strike first in the top half of the first inning, the Raiders have a chance to score.
A little small ball going on.
So Young and Flota will talk it over a little bit between the mound and the plate. We'll get back to the action. Right-hander Matt Rundle, the third baseman, will step in. Stewart, of course, the 1-3 sacrifice. Hilton stands on third base now for the Raiders. Looking to strike first here early on. No score yet. Got underway about 5 minutes ago, and that's going to be a pitch right into the back of the right-hander. Puts runners to the corners now.
Well, Rams have some dicey innings start games last couple, and now this one's getting even dicier. As now you have first and third and 1 out. You have to go over first-third situations. You have to go over bunt signals. Make sure everybody knows what they're doing on multiple things. Have to be talking, have to be signaling, and that's what's going on.
It'll be Ryan Slusher, the catcher, the cleanup spot with 2 on and 1 out. Runners are at the corners. First baseman holding the runner. Sawyer Harrison, the third baseman, playing at the edge of the grass. Here comes no pitch on the way. Steps off. Jeez.
Guy at first was kind of edging towards second. That step to third, throw to first. One thing you will not be able to see in the paid bracket of baseball anymore, but you can see it at this level, helps the opposing team out in the defense see what everything's going on.
No doubt about that. Flota out of the stretch. The right-hander will fire. It's going to miss high, and it'll be 1 ball and no strikes. Slusher.
East Peoria getting off the bus. They're going to be aggressive here early on, try to jump out to a lead here. Of course, in the conference of Metamora, first thing comes to mind is football.
Yeah, it does. The 1-0's coming. That's going to be Swan and Miss. It's 1-1. Had a great experience there back in 07.
Second thing comes to your mind, 50-50.
Yes, it does. And the 2 different pots they allegedly have.
Yeah.
I can't blame it. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Slusher, the catcher. Runners at the corners, top of the first, 1 out, no score. Flota out of the stretch here, trying to get this batter to the plate. The catcher, Slusher. He'll foul it back behind us. 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Nim is the shortstop. Is that what you're going with, Silent G?
I'm going with Nim.
That's what I was planning on. So that works out
is silent G, like Naw.
Yeah.
There's nothing to connect with the E.
Right.
So it has to be Nim. Is what
I'm glad we're on the same page.
Unless there's some kind of other translation.
The rules of English. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the complex language that it is. It's going to miss high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. 2 Slusher. Get Nim on deck, and that smoke smells amazing. Great from the concessionary, but probably not as amazing as the no-bake cookies that Mrs. Thomas made.
Oh, no kidding.
Outstanding.
Glass of milk, I'd have needed about
I don't know about that. Bad choice today. 2-2 coming. Yeah, we're going to be out here 15 hours.
Peanut. They have peanuts down there in that shed, I noticed.
They used to sell you like a sack for $1 or something.
Yeah, I know. There's sacks down there of peanuts and cookies I drove by.
Walked by. See them out there today?
On the grill down there.
Oh, that explains it. Full count, 1 gone. Runners at the corners. Check swing, and that's going to just catch
it. Inside.
All right.
Well, Mount Vernon's got ourselves in a mess here.
Got themselves a pickle.
And them up with the bases loaded and 1 out.
Bases
anywhere. You go corners in, middle back, look for the ground ball and roll that double play.
That's exactly what they need. Only 1 out. The bases loaded here, top of the first. East Peoria threatening as Nim comes in with a definite RBI chance. First pitch from Flota is going to just catch the zone. No balls and 1 strike with Runyon on deck. I see my breath, or is that just moisture?
Breath.
Wow.
How's that cool enough? Condensation, fog this morning and stuff. Ooh. The batter just looked back at the catcher in the paid league. That'd be up and in.
Uh-huh. Here comes the 0-1. That's going to miss high and away.
Don't be sneaking peeks at signs, kids, in the batter's box. That gets you dusted in lots of places.
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Glad to have you. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. You can find us on Facebook as well. The bases are loaded in the top half of the first inning as East Peoria looks to strike first. The Raiders, they wear maroon. Typically you think of silver and black. Looking bunt.
Wow.
Be bunted down first base side. It'll be 1 and 2.
We're going to go bases loaded squeeze.
Uh-huh.
And actually had the thing on because first and second was going with them as well in the steal. What they were trying to do was to not only get 1 run, maybe 2, and get a runner from first to third. Interesting play. They won't be doing that now with 2 strikes.
1-2 count, 1 out, bases loaded top of the first. An interesting aggressiveness and early going from an East Peoria team that's only played 1 game. There's your high and tight, 2-2.
That meant nothing, though. Interesting play call, first and second. Our bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 count. You go for the squeeze bunt. Nice.
Now they got a guy picked. They got a guy picked between second and third. Great job by Matthew Williams just to run him down. 2 away.
Somebody was looking at signs and got off and trying to take a sign off the bag. Man, it's a Little League mistake. Take signs on the bag, and boy, Float and Williams, being seniors, worked that throw behind the bag, the runner, and that runner didn't even move. He was still standing looking at signs. And that'll run yourself out of an inning real quick.
2-2 count, 2 gone. Bases loaded. Good opportunity here for Float and the Rams. As this one will be a foul tip into the middle of catcher Young. The Rams get out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right now, you can get a 2013 Chevy Equinox for as low as 0% APR financing at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, or choose a generous factory rebate. The hot-selling Equinox gets 32 miles per gallon, and Schmidt Chevrolet has the biggest selection in the region. Customer satisfaction is their #1 goal. Now's the perfect time to buy. Nobody offers you more for your trade than Schmidt Chevrolet. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Back to Rams Baseball we are, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We need to get to know the Rams batting order here as we head to the bottom of the first. We are scoreless. Central Christian Church.
Matthew Williams, Landon Thomas, Colin Young, followed by Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, and Jake Pike. In the bottom of the order, Clayton Reeves, Pat Bradford, and Sawyer Harrison for Tim Holloway's Mount Vernon Rams is a game 1 this morning.
We'll have both games for you here on WMIX, WMIXsports.com, and of course those lineups presented by Central Christian Church. Discover the excitement. Central offers exciting worship experiences packed with energy, relevant teaching, and awesome programming for children and youth. Log on to thenewcentral.com for service times and more information, especially with this Easter weekend. Defensively, for the Raiders, Brock Stewart, Tyler Hilton, Kevin Ulrich out. The outfield from left to right will be Matt Rundle, Mitch Nim, Jake Plummer, Derek Runyon from third to first, Ryan Slusher, the catcher. Backing up the pitcher, Bobby Martin. Again, just the second game of the year for East Peoria. They stranded a pair back in the first. Would have stranded the bases loaded. Well, we don't know that for certain. After the runner was picked off at second base, Matthew Williams, of course, ran him down between second and third as the bases were loaded at the time. Very next pitch was a foul tip. Rams get out of the inning. Of course, it ended up as a strikeout on a 2-2 count. First pitch of this inning to Matthew Williams. The right-hander is going to take it inside. Belt high. It'll be 1-0. Plenty of action going on today. Nashville has a doubleheader with Salem. It's the 1-0. Will be fouled back 1-1. So we'll try to get you some updates from around the area today. Presented by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. Tony, glad to help your family with all of their insurance needs. Give us a call. Find him on the web at TonyWilt.com or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. We await the 1-1 pitch. Out of the windup will come Martin's offering. The tail low and away, just misses 2-1. There we go. Takes care of that. 2 balls and a strike. Nobody on, nobody out as Williams gets us started. Home half of the first. Still scoreless here from BK as this one is going to jam him. Popped up. The catcher Slusher will give chase and come away with a great grab. 1 away.
Got some help. Threw the helmet off. He has the hockey-style mask with war paint on the face. Has the eye black on. Never understood how eye black knocks down glare, but anyway.
I always thought it just made you hotter. The sun soaks up the sunlight. Yeah, never understood that. Landon Thomas, the lefty, will stand in. Good eyes. He takes a pitch low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to LT.
To me,
took a tough luck loss yesterday.
Eye black is as useful as sunglasses on your hat.
Yes,
that's how I look at it.
1-0 coming down the middle, swung on a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Young, the catcher, on deck for the Rams here in the bottom half of the first inning. LC got a win last week against Mattoon here on a Saturday. Pitched a complete game, no earned runs, but it's a 2-1 victory for the Rams. As the 1-1 pitch is going to come, misses low, 2 balls, 1 strike.
I think any guys like him eat these cookies.
I don't think.
I bet he can't
that, or he actually still has the metabolism.
Well, he could probably eat 2 dozen of these cookies, and it doesn't bother him.
Well, they're delicious no-bake cookies. I can attest to that. Very, very fortunate to grow up in that household. The 2-1 coming. It's going to be a ground ball, first base side foul. Counts even at 2-2. Oh, past the bottom of the hour. We'll tell you this is WMIX Mount Vernon, a free service from Withers Broadcasting. Online at WMIXSports.com. 2-2 the count to LT. Oddly enough, he wears number 2 as the 1 out with nobody on. Takes a ball inside for full count. Lost my train of thought there, Ben Pitch. Derailed right off the thought tracks. Hope you enjoyed the Saturday Sports Show this morning. As the full count offers will come. Ooh, just underneath it, but sends it into right field. Ulrich, the right fielder, looks like he's going to make the play. 2 away. Our WMIX Sports social media question of the week as we celebrate its 1-year anniversary. What is your favorite Easter candy? You can answer it on Twitter at WMIX Sports or on Facebook. Social media question of the week. We're at Facebook.com/WMIX Sports. With nobody on and 2 outs in the scoreless bottom half of the first inning, Colin Young will stand in. First time through with the pitcher, Bobby Martin. Raiders of East Peoria in town for 2 here on the day before Easter. As that is going to be a strike inside corner now to Young. No balls and a strike. So 0-1 is the count here. 2 outs in the home half of the first inning. Still looking for a score. Martin will fire. Young is going to lift this one to center. Shouldn't be too many steps for Hilton. He'll make the grab and toward right center. 1-2-3 go the Rams in the first. Through 1. It's 0-0. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Tax time means savings time. Use that tax refund at Second Chance Auto to purchase the best quality used vehicle around. In fact, in their 32-year history, the selection has never been better at Second Chance Auto. Clean, dependable, and great-looking cars, trucks, minivans, and a huge selection of small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Yes, your tax refund is your ticket to the vehicle you've always wanted. At Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
It's back. Ren Lake College Golf Outlet's Super Demo Day on Saturday, April 6th. Major manufacturers' reps will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment, plus free balls and fittings. You can test the best golf equipment in the industry. Plus, RLC has outrageous sales all day on the most popular names in clubs, balls, bags, and swag. Come test the latest and greatest equipment and enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day. One day only, Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ren Lake College Golf Outlet off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Listen to us from any device at WMIXSports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
Rams Baseball presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland with 5 Jefferson County branches. That's more than anyone else. Community First Bank, welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We head to the top of the second inning. No score. It'll be Runyon, Martin, and Plummer due up for the Raiders of East Peoria. That would otherwise be known as 6, 7, and 8. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. And Coach Plummer will come out, take his third base box. Trevor Flota back out for another inning of work here. Believe it or not, though, they stranded 2 aboard here at the top of the first. No hits thus far for East Peoria. Loader out of this windup will come. Winds and fires in the 1-0. It's 1 ball and 1 strike to Derek Runyon, getting us started here in the top of the second inning. We're in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, online at fordsquare.com. As that'll be fouled back near us, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Nashville and Salem tied at 1 after 2 innings, high school baseball.
Interesting. Scoreboard update brought to you by Tony Will. Get to that in just a moment. 1-2 coming. It's going to dip low and away in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. For all your insurance needs, see Tony Will. He's in his office. 42nd South Water Tower, online at TonyWill.com, or look for the White State Farm Jeep around town. 2-2 coming inside, just misses. 3-2 count, full. Here in a scoreless top of the second inning with nobody out as Runyon gets us going. Bodo will line and fire. This pitch is going to be fouled off behind us. Look out. Count stays the same. Full, 3-2.
Good at bat by Runyon to start with here.
Make or break time. This one is going to be lifted. First base side foul territory. The pitcher, Floto, will call off Colton Metter. Unable to come up with it, and the count remains full.
Extra out. We do it again. No harm, but a foul. About 1,100-plus kids in the East Peoria High School, 3A school. They do feed into the super that Mount Vernon does.
Which is odd when you think about it. This one will be a jam and fisted. It's going to be a slight pop-up. Floto will come away with it this time. One away.
But that was a wooden bat variety. It'll be 2 sticks for all. That ball was no more than about 2 or 3 inches above the hand of Runyon on the swing. That would have gone for kindling, toothpicks, and other assorted wooden varieties.
In steps the pitcher, Bobby Martin. He'll take a first pitch strike. No balls and a strike, 1 out, nobody aboard here in the top of the second. Still no score. Vernon Rams hosting the East Peoria Raiders today on Easter Eve. 1 of 2. We'll have both of them for you here. Hard hit ground ball. Good stop there by Harrison. Picks up, fires across in time. And 5-3 will be your second out.
Sawyer with the entrapment of the baseball down there at third base. Knocked it down and threw it to first for the out.
Yes, I feel you. All over the Twitter. We're at WMIX Sports. We hope you'll give us a follow. Here comes the first pitch on the way to the right-hander. Plummer takes it outside corner. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, nobody aboard. Top of the second with no score here from Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Rams trying to get back to their winning ways as the 0-1 misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ulrich on deck. They have the names on the back of their tops. Like some Nike Dry Fit pullover.
Yeah, they probably allows the school to let the kids buy the jerseys. And then, of course, kids will get to keep them when they're done.
Makes sense. 2-1 coming. Just misses outside. Veteran home plate umpire today, John Downey, calling the balls and strikes, gave us an explanation. 3-1 coming. Ooh, that's going to catch the outside corner that time, and it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That's a good pitch.
Need to have a quick inning for Trevor. Pitch count's limited today. Need to have some quick innings.
It's going to be the out pitch. It might be softly hit on the run. It's Beninsky if it doesn't escape the infield. And 1-2-3 go the Raiders in the top of the second. We're through 1.5. No score. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Medicine Shop wants to become your pharmacy of choice. It's so easy to transfer your prescription. All it takes is a phone call from you. And the Medicine Shop will take care of the rest. They accept Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many 90-day plans as well. Plus, you'll find their pharmacy staff so helpful. No long wait times, no hassles getting in and out of their pharmacy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
In almost every case, if a person has PPO or HMO insurance where they pay a copay at the cash register, that copay will be identical wherever you go. And even if your card says Humana or Walmart or Walgreens, chances are you can use that prescription card anywhere. Just to be sure, give us a call and we can tell you over the phone if that's the case with your specific plan.
Don't forget to ask the Medicine Shop about delivery service to your home or workplace. Convenience and friendliness, all for the same cost. Only at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX and WMIXsports.com.
And we welcome you back, Rams baseball. Bottom half of the second inning, no score. It'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Ram lineup. Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, and the lefty Jake Pike. The pitcher for today for East Peoria to start us off is Bobby Martin out for another inning. Got the Rams to go 1, 2, 3 in their half of the first. Still no score as East Peoria ended up going 1, 2, 3 in their half of the second. Should be interesting down the stretch. The first pitch of the inning is on its way to Metter. Ground ball to third base. A little bit of trouble there for Arundel. Picks up, won't have a chance to get Colton.
A lot of trouble. First boot of the game. Knocked it down, but then it squared away from him about 4 or 5 feet. He had to chase it down by that point. No way Arundel was going to throw Metter out first.
Got a good hand on it, but other than that,
well, a generous scorekeeper.
Not me. I was thinking the same thing because he stopped it with his backhand and not much happened with it. Deflected. That's a hard hit ground ball.
Yeah.
Well, agree to disagree. Runner on first and nobody out in the bottom of the second inning. In steps Trevor Flota, swung on a miss.
Ground ball. They want. Make the play. If he had took an extra step, he wouldn't have had that backhand either. Plenty of time there. We're going by hard hit balls and take the air column out.
I'm just saying that with the way he had to reach back, he comes up with it. I don't know that he gets a hard running Colton Metter as it comes inside the float. That's 1-1. Runner on first, bottom of the second inning with no score. Rams and Raiders. I'm trying to think of the last time, if ever, the Rams would have played a Raider in any sport. They don't play Central A&M as the 1-1 comes. Odo lays off, 2-1. Of course, that's Assumption in Moweaqua. Up near Taylorville. I believe, I have to get back to you on the county. Taylorville's in Christian. 2-1 with a runner on first. Going to come inside the flow, and he will take a ball, 3-1. Can't think of any other Raiders. Bloomington? Lost Ark? Well, yeah, Bloomington, I think, is the Raiders. Aren't they? Purple Raiders? Something Raiders?
Something like that.
So played in football in 08. 3-1 coming. Ground ball, third base side, a chance to redeem. Good play. He'll make the throw to second base. That'll get away. Okay. Well, we can have a scoring change. That last one, B5. 2 on and nobody out now for the Rams.
Hell, one more over there. We all throw hats.
Yeah. I'm now in agreement, by the way.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes you just need a second look. You can always go back and change.
Kind of, leather balls hit a little bit harder, but not much.
Yeah, that's a little bit of rust. Their second game of the year. 2 on, nobody out for the Rams. Pike's going to show bunt. The bunt's up in the air. Third baseman will come away with it sure-handedly. 1 away. We'll have a Red Lake College player of the game, and that's one. Red Lake College can save you thousands in your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you. That'll bring in a short-sleeved Clayton Reeves with 2 on and 1 out.
Back pocket hanging out.
Yeah, they'll fix that eventually.
Yeah, they'll have to fix it.
Somebody will tell them, hopefully. 2 on, 1 out. Bottom of the second, no score. Rams and Raiders. Need to double-check if Bloomington's the Raiders as Reeves will swing at a pitch inside. This is the middle of the catcher, and it's going to be 0-1 to Clayton. Yeah, somebody's going to have to say that's going to drive me insane.
Texas Tech.
Well, I mean, Illinois High School Association.
Oh, they might be known as sloppy seconds, though, Texas Tech.
They hired Tubby. 0-1 coming. Ooh, Reeves shows bunt. It's up in the air. Gives the catcher Slusher a chance. He dives. Can't come up with it. That might
Reeves was bunting for a hit that time. He wasn't bunting for a sacrifice. Bunting for a hit. Steve Alford, though, he's going to UCLA. Out of the blue after he signed an extension with New Mexico 2 days ago.
Yeah. That one caught me.
Of course, those guys, when they sign those extensions, they have outs in their contract. They list and probably have a number of schools that, hey, if this job comes open and I'm accepted, then I'm gone.
Right.
I'm sure that was on his bucket list of jobs.
So no balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Reeves the batter. Runners on first and second as Reeves is going to foul this one back. So we stayed alive. The count remains 0-2.
Also in that, I think it'd be best for ADs, I'll get my opinion out of the way. If you're going to sign college basketball coaches, you don't sign them to long-term deals with money. you make the buyout $3 or $4 million, and those guys will stay longer. Buyouts less than $2 million don't scare guys like that.
Especially not when more often than not the new school is willing to pay that.
Mm-hmm.
0-2, 1 out. Clayton Reeves. Wow, going to line one into left field, takes a bad hop. It's going to end up with the bases loaded on a great single there by Clayton.
That looked like it is sprinkler head. First hit of the day for either team. Thank goodness. Well, by my judgment. Now Mount Vernon, bases loaded. 1 out. Pat Bradford up with Sawyer Harrison, 2 your hotter hitters.
Look out. Pat the bat stands in. Bases juiced, 1 out, bottom of the second inning. Bobby Martin, the right-hander, struggling here in the first. Actually, it's somewhat been the defense that has let him down. Here comes the pitch on the way. Look out. Bradford fouls that off.
And that's holding.
That's doing a great job thus far.
Look at Sawyer Harrison, how fast he is.
He had trapped that one back there.
Yeah, he did.
Maybe. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out with the bases loaded for the Rams. Matt Bradford looking to do damage. That's what he does. Martin, the pitcher, slow to get set. Looks back to the runner on second. Comes home on 0-1. Looks like he tried to go low fastball that time. A little much over the top. 1-1.
Pat is going to box one here at 1-1. You need one in that box. Something in his wheelhouse he can put some steam on.
That's the home run this season. I believe it came against Salem. Back on opening day. 1-1 the count, 1 gone. Bases are loaded here in the home half of the second. We're scoreless thus far. That could change with the swing of the bat. Not going to change on this pitch, though. Comes inside, 2-1.
Infield back for the double play. Corners are in. No hold at first. Outfield straight away, regular places.
Center fielder, of course, playing for the pole. Here comes the pitch on the way. Bradford just gets underneath it. Soft pop fly, and it's going to be the infield fly rule, correctly called, and it's going to be 2 away.
Yep, ball in the infield, first and third. Actually, first and bases loaded, I should say. Bases loaded. Infield fly signaled by the home plate umpire that time. Bases loaded, 1 out. Now bases loaded, 2 out.
Bases loaded, 2 gone. Sawyer Harrison, the third baseman, will stand in. Right-handed bat against the right-handed pitcher. Bobby Martin trying to get this team out of the inning for the Raiders as Sawyer foul tips 1. It's 0-1.
Had a good rip at that one. Nice swing, bite through the zone, was in the zone for a long time. If you get to swing like that a few more times this year, his batting average is going to go up.
Skyrocket.
Catcher took one off the chest protector. John Danny went out clean to play, gave him the compliment of time he needed to get himself settled.
So no balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Bases loaded, no score. Martin and the Raiders trying to get out of this inning. Of course, the Raiders from East Peoria. Here comes inside corner, 0-2.
Curveball snapped that one off nicely.
Good.
Had the tennis ball tube in his hand, snapped it.
Never thought about it like that.
Think of it.
That makes incredible sense. 0-2 coming. Harrison gets a piece of it, rips it inside the bag. 1 run's coming around to score. Here comes Splutaway to around third base. The play, the throw's going to be off the mark, leading the catcher up the third base side. Throw will get away. The runner can't advance, however. It's 2-0 Rams.
2 RBI single. Sawyer Harrison, told you. That bat gets through the zone nice and long time. Makes contact. Put Mount Vernon up 2-0.
So with 2 out, runners on second and third, the inning continues as Matthew Williams gets another at-bat, this time in the second. Last time, popped up to the catcher, I believe. At least what I have written down. Doesn't mean that's what actually happened. 2 aboard here. Rams already have a couple. Looking to add to it here with the RBI chance for Matthew. Pitch on the way. It's low. He's going to send that foul. Definitely no cars in that realm of the parking lot. And it's 0-1 here to Williams. Get your credit approved over the phone at Second Chance Auto without even leaving home. Just pick up the phone and dial 244-4582. No fancy sales gimmicks. Just honest deals at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East. That's in Mount Vernon. 2 away here with 2 aboard for the Rams in the second. You betcha they lead 2-0. 0-1 is the count to Williams. Here comes the offering on the way, and now it's 0-2.
Salem leads Nashville 4-3 at the end of 3 in baseball.
Another Tony Wilkes scoreboard. We'll try to keep those coming throughout the day. Not yet the afternoon. Almost. 6 minutes away from the noon hour here in Mount Vernon. 0-2 the count. We're at Brennan Klein Memorial Field. Rams on top 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Runners are on second and third for Matthew Williams. Pitcher Martin trying to find the sign he wants from his catcher. Slusher's going to set up. Well outside, and here it comes. Trying to get him a chase. He will. He'll
peanut check.
That foul. That might have hit the check. That hit John. That hit Juan.
That hit Juan?
I think that hit our buddy Juan.
I think that hit Juan.
That sounded like plastic.
That would have scared the crap out of somebody in there.
Our Latin friend Juan over there. Nothing in two.
I think it did hit Juan.
That sounded like it. That was plastic. Here comes. Swung and missed. Got out in front of it. Chases, and that'll end the inning for the Rams, but not before they score a couple. It's 2-0 Mount Vernon through two. This is Rams baseball from WMIX Sports.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke earned his medical degree at the University of Illinois in Chicago and has degrees in anatomy and physiology from UC Berkeley, and he brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, from Brennan Klein Memorial Field in the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, driven by King City Chrysler Center. 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Hertz rental car right there on location. You can't top that. See more about it at KingCityChrysler.com. And, of course, for East Peoria, it's going to be 9-1-2. Kevin Ulrich, Tyler Hilton, and Brock Stewart here for the Raiders. What's the Tyler Flota? Wow, Trevor Flota comes out for another inning. Gets a quick pop-up left side of the infield. Williams is going to call up his third baseman, Harrison. Skin of the grass will make the grass. There's one away, so one pitch, one out.
Nice. Trevor needs some short innings. One pitch, one out helps a lot. Rolls back to the top of the order.
So the lefty will stand in. Tyler Hilton, who walked, stole a base. Got to third where he was stranded his last time up in the first. Takes a pitch inside. It's going to be 1-0. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, and with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. The next pitch inside, 2 balls, no strikes to Hilton. With 1 out and nobody on in the third. Rams on top 2-0 on the 2 RBI single by Sawyer Harrison. That's been the difference thus far, and it's 3-0 as it misses outside to Hilton. Loda readies for the 3-0 pitch. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk with 1 out.
Well, Hilton's been a tough one. He's walked twice.
He's pesky.
And he probably won't stay long at first. Colin Young and needs to be ready, and Trevor floated. He's a good job of holding him tight as he can at first.
So Brock Stewart, the right-hander, will stand in with a runner on first base, 1 out, top 3. And taking on to a 2-0 lead. They're going to
going.
Wow. They'll pay a little more attention to him this time.
Going.
Pay a little more attention. All Stars and Stitches is one of our booster sponsors here on Rams Radio. If you can put the logo on it, All Stars and Stitches can probably print it. See Big Dave as the runner's going. Strike down the middle. Ooh, a bullet to second base, and the runner's out. Good throw.
I'm not so certain it could have been a pitch out, but Colin Young said, here's my cannon. Hose you down. Especially when you got a kid like that at first. Once he gets on, he's going, he's taking off. I mean, it's one of those they could have pitched out and had at it, but it worked out the other way anyway.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch to add insult to injury. Swung on a miss. It's 0-2.
Boy.
2 outs now, and the bases are empty.
Get out of this inning right here.
How huge
quick inning, momentum, get back to the dugout with a 2-run lead and take your chances.
Get it to the offset 1-2-3, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Low changeup that time. Swung on a miss. Then 1-2-3 here in the third. Go the Raiders. We are through 2.5. Still 2-0 Rams. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
How do the best continue to get better? Hi, this is Chase Landers with Landers Collision Centers. We're no different than any team. When you're at the top of your game, the best want to play for you. That's why, with the addition of our new shop foreman and the rest of our body shop crew, Landers now has a combined experience of over 70 years in dealing with the best parts and repair finishes on the market. This means when you walk into Landers, you can breathe a little easier knowing that your vehicle will receive the best quality repair by the best certified technicians within a reasonable amount of time. Again and again, we work directly with most insurance companies and have loaners and rental vehicles on site for your convenience. We're proud to not only be the standard, but to keep raising the bar in collision repair. Come meet the staff, take a tour of our facilities, and get to know the Landers crew that Landers Collision has so proudly acquired. Big or small, Landers fixes them all. Give us a call, 1-888-LANDERS. That's 1-888-LANDERS.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back. Rams baseball, 2-0 Mount Vernon on top as we head to the home half of the third. 2, 3, and 4 coming. Landon Thomas, Colin Young, and Colton Metter. It's all presented by Community First Bank. Your community, your choice, your bank. 5 locations with friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. We'll do some score updates here in just a moment. We'll get them as we have them.
Hey, you ever notice down this third base line, they always have chairs for everybody but that one guy down there?
Yep.
Nobody
always stands.
They must have took his chair away from him or something. He must be in trouble.
Doubt that, but here comes the first pitch. Thomas fouled off left side. It'll be 0-1.
He's in the proverbial timeout box over there.
Proud Papa, of course. To Mr. LT, as he's affectionately known as.
He made the cookies, I bet.
I'm not going there. I was just happy to have him. 0-1. Here it comes. Sent the opposite way into left field. Brock Stewart looking to get underneath and get set. Plants his feet, makes the grab.
Oh, I love it. Catcher's running behind down the first base line.
Oh, yeah.
Guys will get out and show some extra hustle. It's amazing, though. Baseball player, coaches, and teams will tell you on every play, everybody has a job on that field. All 9 guys, one way or another.
Now, a man who's done a pretty good job behind the plate this season, Colin Young. Takes the first pitch in. It's 1-0. Who out to center his last time up. Rams got 2 in the second. That's really been the only offense thus far. 2 RBI single from Sawyer Harrison inning to go as a curveball is going to catch the outside corner. It looked like 1-1.
Think about Martin out on the hill. Tall drink of water, lanky. A lot of arm and leg movement so the ball gets on top of you.
1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third inning. Rams trying to get something going here in the third, and it's quickly 2-1 to Young. Took it outside. Right-handed batter. Gunned down the center fielder Tyler Hilton. Tried to get his second stolen base of the day, but he had no shot. 2-1 coming. Ground ball, shortstop side. Should be Nim's ball. He'll pick it up and fire across in time. 6-3. It's 2 away now in the third. Tony Will brings you our scoreboard updates. For all your insurance and financial service needs, find Tony in his office. Online at TonyWill.com or look for the white State Farm Jeep around town and get you a better state with State Farm. 2-0 your score, bottom of the third. Nobody on and 2 out for Colton Metter. Reached on an error his last time up. Swing, misses the first pitch. Waved the stick at it. Couldn't come up with it. Nothing it won.
Regular curveball. Drops off probably 5-10 mile an hour or so. Hard time getting that caught up with are the Rams hitters.
We wait the 0-1. Metter is ready for it. Gets out of the way as it comes well inside. 1 ball and 1 strike now. Interesting. As we're getting closer and closer to the halfway point of game 1. Here comes the next one on the way to Metter. He'll swing through, do him a favor. Bottom fell out. It's 1-2. We'll have 2 players in the game today, presented by Red Lake College. Red Lake College offers over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save thousands. Ground ball to third, picked up by Rundle. Fires over to first in time. 1-2-3 go the Rams in the third. 2-0 Mount Vernon. This is Rams baseball from WMIX.
Do you farm or operate an agriculture-based business? Then Community First Bank is for you. Hi, I'm Steve Down, Agribusiness Lending Officer at Community First Bank. With our roots firmly planted in Jefferson County, we offer the stability, strength, and personal attention that you deserve. Community First Bank wants to be your financial partner with customized products for both your personal and farm banking needs. Stop by any of our 5 convenient Jefferson County locations to see how we can help your business grow.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Member FDIC, Equal Housing
Startup
Lender.
businesses, and they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Hey, welcome back to Brendan Klein Memorial Field, of course, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, Steve Bria or Debbie Ashby in Mount Vernon. Personal Bankers of Community First Bank of the Heartland. They are member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. It'll be Rundle, Slusher, and Nim to start us off. As we head to the top of the 4th inning, Rams on top 2-0, East Peoria. In the process of seeing Flota for a second time today, he's been effective. No runs on no hits thus far. And it's 0-1 to Rundle. He was plunked his last time up. That was back in a busy first. This one looked like it missed outside and got away. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rundle. Flota pitched a couple innings yesterday. Pitched pretty effectively. We'll do the same here today. Stands right now in position to get a win. Here comes the 1-1. Ooh, catches the outside corner. That was well placed.
Yep.
Well placed.
Flota made it to the 4th. No action in the pen. I'd like to see if you could stretch 5 out of him.
Help immensely. The 1-2 coming. It's going to get away a little bit. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Going to do without one of our booster sponsors, and that's Sarah Staley at Country Financial. Of course, tomorrow, the day that anything could happen. Get ready with Sarah Staley at Country Financial. She is your representative here in Mount Vernon and wants to know your idea of financial security as Rundle will take another one in the back.
Ouch!
So his back will look like a paint by numbers tomorrow. Maybe a couple days. Ooh. You remember the paint by numbers, don't you?
Yes. Yep, paint by numbers, color by numbers.
Something like that?
Yeah. Big day of the Easter egg hunt tomorrow.
Yeah. Easter egg hunt going on today. Easter Eve here at Brendan Klein Field with 1 on and nobody out at the top of the 4th. Slusher will take a first pitch ball outside.
The problem with Easter happening so early this year, the grass is still dormant. A lot of places hasn't grown. But if it's mid-April, it'll be a little tougher for the kiddies.
1-0 coming. Down the middle. It's going to be potted. Foul. High fly ball. Just escapes the infield, but no problem for Matthew Williams. And just like that, there's 1 away. So 1 on and 1 out now for Mitch Nim. And you're right. It's going to be easier to find those colored eggs.
Oh, yeah, it'll be easier tomorrow. Grass hasn't grown yet. Now, if you give it 2 or 3 weeks, grass grows, nobody mows. There'll be eggs out there 4th of July. Nobody finds.
Run out. I should say you'll run out in June.
Yeah.
1 on, 1 gone as they're going to check on the runner at first base, back with a head first time.
Yeah, the courtesy check. That guy wasn't far enough off the bag. He'd go back in, hit the base with his belt. Get a bigger lead.
Flota out of the stretch will fire it. Going to catch the outside corner. Actually, it's more across the plate. It's 0-1.
Oh, I got water. I forgot about that.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, goes up on the game.
Good idea. Settles that. 0-1 is the count. To Mitch Nim with a runner on and 1 out here in the 4th. Rams on top 2-0, and that's going to miss low. 1 ball and 1 strike. First baseman Runyon on deck. He popped up to the pitcher Flota his last time. If it would have been a wooden bat, it would have been sawed off. 1-1 coming. That's going to just miss. 2-1.
Little miss. Uh-oh.
What's up?
Oh, nice pitch. I always like watching coaches. Can't argue balls and strikes. You walk around.
You don't argue with this one anyway. You see him many times.
Can't argue at all.
No. 2-1 coming. Swinging strike, and it looks like they're going to gun. Got away. Hang on to that. It's probably an out at second base, but as a result.
Got to get that man in there. That's the play you got to make. It will not go down as an error. That's one of those middle infielders you got to catch and get that tag quickly down and out before that runner comes in there looking to kick that ball out of your glove.
And 2-2 the count on them. One out, runner on second base. He's now in scoring position here in the fourth. Rams lead it 2-0. Now they're going to try to check on him. Throw behind, and no, let him on the wrong side of the back. So we'll see what happens. The fourth inning continues. Just one out, a 2-2 count on the batter, Nim. Runyon, of course, to follow, as we told you. That's Flota, concerned with the runner. Now to the stretch, will fire home. That's going to miss in the dirt. Full count. Good at bat here for Nim. Once he struck out on the 2-2 his last time up. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square. Check out the all-new redesigned Ford Fusion. 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Rams lead the league in attempted pickoff in second. Up to their 75th already this year in 10 games.
But effective. Seen it more effective, I think, more this year than I have in previous years.
The fake one, the second was the best.
3-2 is going to miss up and away. There's a one-out walk, and it puts runners on first and second for Runyon.
Well, a couple near misses in the strike zone there. Cost Flota that walk. But got to dig out, get a ground ball here, and double play and get in the dugout. That's the way you got to think.
So Runyon will stand in. One out. We're in the top of the fourth. A 2-0 Ram lead, hanging on. The tying run on first base now for East Peoria. Flota looks back at the runner on second, fires home. First pitch is going to be a strike, and it's 0-1 to Runyon. As the smell of grill smoke wafts this way. And it's 0-1. One gone. They'll look back at the runner at second. Flota will fire home on the 0-1. Gets it right back up the middle. Could be two. Takes a good hop. Williams won't get any. Had some issues with it.
Was trying to, much like an NFL receiver, a wide receiver, was trying to go before the ball got there and hit him in the hand. A great three-hopper. Just couldn't bring that ball with him in the glove, and then by the time he could get a hold of it, the runner had gotten in a second. So now base is loaded. Trevor Flota will have to pitch his way out of this mess.
Tying run now in scoring position. It's up to the pitcher, Martin, to help out his cause. One out, bases loaded, top of the fourth. 2-0 Rams on top, but for how much longer? Flota fires it inside. It's going to miss about belt high.
Had to get that ball first. Just like in the football, you got to catch it before you can run. Matthew Williams is trying to run before you caught it. But it'll work out.
We wait the 1-0. Going to miss high. 2 balls and no strikes here to the pitcher, Martin. Ground out to third his last time up. That was back in the second. Now up here in the fourth, with the bases loaded, a major RBI chance, and really a chance to help out his cause. See if he can do that. Pitcher Flota, the right-hander, out of the stretch, will fire. Catches the outside corner. What a great pitch that time, 2-1. Plummer on deck now for the Raiders. Wear maroon and gold. Gray pants with dual color stripe down the side. Gold bookended or sandwiched by maroon. Or a burgundy, maybe, as this is going to be fouled off on 2-1 to quickly turn into 2-2. Driveway.
Friend was close that time.
Yep.
He even looked.
All he hits is a clean one.
Well, happens.
You know how that goes. 2-2 the count, bases loaded, one out in the fourth. Here comes the pitch on the way, misses high and away.
That theory also includes birds flying over.
That's true. That's very true. Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. See Debbie and Mary in Ina. Make that Dix. Sharon down in Ina. Either way, 5 Jefferson County locations count first. Into right field. It's good tie the ball game. Pike there to get it. It's shallow. He's going to fire it into the relay man. It gets away. And it'll be runners on first and second, a tie ball game on the 2 RBI single.
Yeah, that's a nice piece of hitting. Took it out to right field off the outside corner. We're all nodded. In fact, that is, believe it or not, the first hit for East Peoria.
Tim Holloway will make a visit to the mound. He'll talk it over with his crew. We are tied at 2. Only one out here in the fourth, and this break in the action, of course, presented by the Medicine Shop. Stop by the locally owned Medicine Shop Pharmacy, where customer service is their top priority. That, of course, is here in Mount Vernon with Dr. Eric Black and the staff at 2339 Broadway. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside WMIX and WMIXSports.com today. One of two that we'll have for you. We'll have a second game following this one in this doubleheader. We'll have another doubleheader coming your way in just a couple of weeks as St. Anthony comes to town. You're defending 1A state champs.
Yep, beat Shawnee in the Super at Marion last year. They have struggled to get in games this week. Of course, everybody in the central part of the state has.
That was one of those where, for whatever reason, was canceled last year. Rams.
Huh? They said they didn't have any pitching.
That's right. And then ended up in Harrisburg. Better off for it. Got to see some Lady Rams soccer down there that day. Got to eat at a local eatery with one of our friends. At the first pitch of Plummer almost high. It's 1-0.
Well, errors have cost Mount Vernon again. Now the third baseman's going to come over and want to talk with the catcher and pitcher. These are signs. These are infield bunts and things like that. Get everybody on the same page. And again, Mount Vernon has allowed 4 runs to score via errors in the last 2 games.
2-2 ball game here in the fourth. Only one out in the top half of the inning with runners on first and second for East Peoria. The Raiders trying to extend this inning. Plummer popped out to second his last time up. 1-0 comes. Fouled back, and it's 1-1.
Amazing. East Peoria got their first hit of the game here in this fourth inning.
Across the Rams, a pair of runs, and now we're tied. Rams could use a big ground ball. 1-1 coming. There it is. That's going to be popped, foul, first base side. It's going to sneak out of play. And the count's 1-2 here to Plummer with Ulrich on deck. We're Second Chance Auto, one of our mini Rams sponsors. We appreciate them as well. Get your credit approved over the phone at Second Chance without even leaving the house. Just pick up the phone and dial 244-4582. Cars, trucks, SUVs, vans. The largest selection in one location at Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. We await the 1-2 offering. Here it comes. It's going to miss in the dirt. Good stop there by Colin Young, and it'll be 2-2 now. Reeves, Thomas, Pike in the outfield. Harrison, Williams, Spinensky, Metter from third to first. Young, the catcher. Trevor Floto, the pitcher here in the top of the fourth, trying to get out of the inning. 2-2 tied ball game with 1 out, 2 on. Make that 2 outs. That'll be a punch ticket on the inside corner. Good pitch. Now the infielders can step back and relax a little bit. Get it out. Get out of the inning. 3 strikeouts now in the day for T. Flo, and with 2 outs, that'll bring in Kevin Ulrich, who popped up to short his last time. Top of the fourth inning. Glad to have you with us on WMIX and, of course, WMIXsports.com. You can follow us on Twitter. We're on Facebook as well. It's the first pitch blown past the batter Ulrich, 0-1. They're going to check on the runner at second base. It looks like they don't have him. How about that?
Help runner dove back in. Williams was there. The throw there was a little behind. Runner didn't have a big enough lead to really have an opportunity at him.
Flota gets that out of the stretch. 0-1 the count with 2 gone and 2 aboard here in the fourth. Tie ball game. Popped up sky high behind. That's 0-2. Danger back here.
Park close. Take that risk each and every pitch.
So it's no balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Tie ball game 2-2 here in the top of the fourth. Kevin Ulrich and the Raiders trying to keep it going, trying to get that extra run across the plate to get the lead. 0-2 is going to miss, and that is a good stop by Young to keep the runner at second because he was almost halfway.
Yeah, he thought he had intentions out there at second to go to third, but Colin Young had the gun loaded. Already thrown out 1 guy today.
1-2 the count with 2 gone. Runners are on first and second for the Raiders. Flota looks back at the runner on second. He's going to fire home, and this one's going to be sent to center field. Ho-hum. It'll be another grab for Landon Thomas, and the Rams get out of the inning. We're through 3.5. We're tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop wants to become your pharmacy of choice. It's so easy to transfer your prescription. All it takes is a phone call from you. And the Medicine Shop will take care of the rest. They accept Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many 90-day plans as well. Plus, you'll find their pharmacy staff so helpful. No long wait times, no hassles getting in and out of their pharmacy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
In almost every case, if a person has PPO or HMO insurance where they pay a copay at the cash register, that copay will be identical wherever you go. And even if your card says Humana or Walmart or Walgreens, chances are you can use that prescription card anywhere. Just to be sure, give us a call and we can tell you over the phone if that's the case with your specific plan.
Don't forget to ask the Medicine Shop about delivery service to your home or workplace. Convenience and friendliness, all for the same cost. Only at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to Rams baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back. Now for the Rams baseball, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning, tied at 2. For the Rams, it'll be Flota, Pike, and Reeves. Should anybody get aboard, we would see Pat Bradford here in the fourth, tied at 2, of course, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. With 5 Jefferson County locations, that's more than anyone else. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC.
And action in the Mount Vernon pen. Nope. Just people getting some running in. Yeah, there's action. Somebody's down there throwing.
We'll see whom it is. Probably in the next inning. Here comes the first pitch to Flota. Catches the high end of the zone. He'll fall behind, 0-1. We'll look for a Red Lake College player of the game a little bit later today. Dave Downs is a college education at Red Lake College, rlc.edu. It's Flota gets a piece of one, lifts it to the right side of the infield. May not have the distance, and on an off-balance run, Runyon will make the grab.
Well, see if the bats go here. Action in the Mount Vernon bullpen. I would say Trevor Flota's day is done.
Pitched effectively. It's just one base hit, ended up tying the game. And here comes Mike as he whacks one deep into right field. Will it be enough? As Ulrich will give it a chase to make the grab. Thought it might sneak over his head. But he'll make a nice grab.
Head back, cold air, wind kind of crossways out there, knock that ball down. Take on a day about 80 degrees and the wind another direction, Jake Pike can circle the bases. But 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the fourth for the Rams.
So 2-2 ball game. Bottom half of the fourth inning. This will bring in Clayton Reeves with nobody on and 2 out. Lays off a high fastball. Want to know? Thought about it.
Thought almost became an action. It was that close. That was a fine line.
1-0 to Reeves as the pitcher out of the windup. Martin fires right down the middle. And this time it's 1 ball, 2 strikes again. 2 outs here. We're in the fourth inning. We'll get you some scores here in just a moment from around the area today. A lot of fog this morning. Thankfully, it's pretty well tapered off. And the 1-1 clink goes around for 2-1.
That fog was crazy. It was kind of like, all as far as you could see was 1 block. Driving on Broadway, you couldn't even see the mall. There's stoplights by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It was tough to turn left. No doubt about that. 2-1 is the count to Reeves. Takes it low and inside to extend the inning. 3 balls and a strike.
Always amazing. Rainy day, foggy day, whatever the case may be, when you got inclement weather, there are still people that don't turn their headlights on.
That's scary enough, yeah. Almost troublesome this morning, pulling into the powerhouse. 3-1 coming. Reeves gets a piece of it, taps it foul. It'll be a full count to Clayton. The Rams left fielder today, Pat Bradford on deck, the DH. Reeves trying to keep the inning going to get it to him. We're tied at 2 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Game 1 at 2. It's a Saturday doubleheader on Easter Eve. Overcast thus far. Full count coming. Reeves swings and misses. 1, 2, 3 go the Rams here in the fourth. We're still tied at 2. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
You'll notice right away that Second Chance Auto doesn't depend on fancy sales gimmicks. Instead, you'll only find honest deals with no credit checks and instant approval. Take your income tax rebate and use it on the great quality used vehicle you really want. Cars, trucks, minivans, along with small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Family owned for over 32 years, serving the families in our region. Located on Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
Startup businesses, when they come in the door, they're pretty green.
Randy Atkinson, owner of Heartland Accounting, on why he is a small business expert.
I have had businesses where I've talked to people in their garage and have grown it to work in 3 states. There's a lot of tremendous opportunity to help people from the very inception of their business, whether it's just talking about what does it take to become successful, what sorts of things do we need to stay legal. I feel very qualified to help people get to where they want to be. I've had that experience and have helped that situation become successful.
Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B.
Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Memorial Field as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Due up for East Peoria. It should be the top of the order with Hilton, Stewart, and Rundle. Barring any changes to the Raider lineup, of which I do not see any. Loda's going to come out for another inning of work. 2-2 ball game. We are tied as Hilton has been aboard twice today. Stole a base in the first, but was caught stealing second base back in the third. We'll see what happens here in the 5th. Take the first pitch ball, and it's going to be 1-0. Ooh, look at that. An easy play at first base for Colton Metter. Took a couple of hops. Is pretty well a skipper through the air. And just like that, there's one away as Brock Stewart will stand in.
Quick hop when it hit the ground after the initial hop. And a nice job keep those soft hands out in the open.
Nice pitch. First pitch.
Like I said, beginning of the game, see Trevor go through 5. If he can get you 5, that's money in the bank.
Icing on the cake. The 0-1 coming. Ooh, right back to Flota. Leads him off the mound in the right direction. Throws over to first base. A little bit of a lob, actually. And 1-3 is your second out. 5th inning of game 1. We're in the top half. It's tied at 2. 2 outs and nobody aboard. As Matt Rundle will stand in, and he's the one that's been hit twice.
No, he's the one probably don't want to get his feet too locked into that batter's box. After getting hit once, it's one thing. But you get hit twice, you're not one to stay in there very long.
The official voice of the Rams is Community First Bank of the Heartland. As the official first pitch of this at-bat is a strike. Community First Bank of the Heartland, of course, Joe David Cummins, Joanne Joy, or Terry Prostice for a commercial loan account first. The 0-1 is going to turn into a hard-hit ground ball. Good play by Williams. Fires across. It will pull Metter off the back, but what does he usually do? He makes the tag. So 6-3 retires aside, and 1-2-3 go the Raiders in the 5th. Through 4.5, tied at 2. This is Ranch Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
America is a nation.
Oh.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. This afternoon, rather cloudy skies with a shower or two, high 60. Mostly cloudy tonight, you'll see some showers, low 47. Sunday, mostly sunny and pleasant, high 62. Tomorrow night, low 35. Cloudy skies, colder with a bit of rain on Monday for a high 44. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high 47. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
More Americans are on a move today than ever before. One of the most popular modes of transportation is the motorcycle. Motorcycles take us to our jobs, school, to the beach, and all around the country. If you're a bike rider, your Pekin Insurance Agency, Page Insurance on Crownview in Mount Vernon, wants to make sure you have the best insurance protection while you're riding. Ask about the money-saving auto cycle discount and the experienced driver discount, too. Call Page Insurance at 242-7000 today about motorcycle insurance from Pekin Insurance.
You're listening to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
And we welcome you back. Mount Vernon Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. As we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Due up, it'll be Bradford, Harrison, and Williams.
We move along. Good pitching performance so far by Martin. Only 53 pitches so far through 4 innings have held the Rams to 2 runs on 2 hits. Bradford, Harrison, and Williams, 8, 9, and 1 for the Rams as we go here in the bottom of the 5th. The first of 2.
Sorry about that. I think we're good to go now. Not sure what that even means. As Martin's back out for the 5th, here comes the first pitch to Bradford. Looks like a good one. Lays off, and it's 0-1. Oh. I'm understanding it now. Morse code coming back from the studios. 0-1 coming. Going to catch the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes here to Pat Bradford, who can really mash the ball. Very good hitter for this Ram team. 0-2 on the way to Pat. He will send that foul. Keeps that bat alive, and it remains no balls and 2 strikes.
Hold that pitch, and unless he's coming back out again, got to tip your cap to Trevor Flota. Tremendous job today. Got the effort after throwing yesterday and coming out and giving Mount Vernon 5 innings in this doubleheader to start with.
No balls and 2 strikes. 2 at the bat. He'll take one high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harrison on deck. Matthew Williams to follow. Here in the Ram half of the 5th inning, we're tied at 2. It was 2-0 up until the top of the 4th when East Peoria tied it. Rams going to try to get it back here. Ooh, off-speed pitch to Bradford, swings through, and there's back-to-back strikeouts. Now for Martin, 1 to end the 4th, and now 1 to start the 5th.
Seems like Martin, the longer he goes in this game, the better control and better arc of his pitches, especially the off-speed pitches, go. Because it seems to me he's starting to find his arm angle, getting those movement on those off-speed pitches, especially.
First pitch to the at-bat's going to come. It's going to be a strike on the outside corner to Harrison. 1 for 1 today. Had that 2 RBI single back in the 2nd. That made it 2-0 then. Since then, of course, as you found out, the Raiders have come back to tie it. And it is 0-1. 1 gone. Here it comes. Harrison whacks at it, misses.
The velocity that time by Martin picks it up another notch as he goes now 2nd time, now 3rd time through this order for Mount Vernon.
0-2 is the pitch. Ooh, curveball inside's going to ring him up, and that's back-to-back-to-back strikeouts now for Martin. 2 away here in the inning.
Curveball, he started at the right-handed hitter. All Harrison could do is lock up, turn shoulder inside. Pitch came in on a curve on the strike.
So with 2 outs, in steps Matty Williams, and the base is empty. He's going to send this one foul for the first base dugout. It's 0-1. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. See their newer pre-owned inventory online at FordSquare.com. 0-1. Will miss the dirt. He evens up the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. See what happens on the 1-1. Blows it past him. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Williams.
Mr. Martin has an array of pitches. It seems to be gassing it out a little bit here in the 5th.
Trying to, isn't he? Nice array. 1-2 coming. That'll miss low. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That was a knuckleball.
It's something, all right.
I could see the seams not moving when that pitch came up to the plate.
2-2 is the count with 2 gone. We are here in the bottom of the 5th, tied at 2, and that's going to miss inside. It's a full count. Good at bat here by Matthew Williams.
I think that locked up everybody up there, catcher, batter, and umpire on that.
Got me.
That was strike 3, I think.
I think much
if he throws it there again, I think he'll probably get that call.
So full count offering, here it comes, and that's going to be to second base. Good pickup off the hop, fires to first in time. And 4-3 will retire the side. 1-2-3, go the Rams to the 5th through 5, tied at 2. This is Mount Vernon Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Hi, I'm Bria Ashby with Community First Bank. It's always my goal to make the transition to Community First Bank as easy as possible for our customers. Our handy switch kit helps in doing just that. Whether it's direct deposit, auto transfers, or online banking, I'm here to help. Come see me at our 42nd Street location to open your account today and let me remind you how banking should be. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Critics raved about the Wren Lake College Theater's presentation of Into the Woods. Thanks to Mother Nature, you have one more chance to see Into the Woods at the Wren Lake College Theater this Saturday at 7 p.m. Sunday's show is postponed due to the weather, so those tickets will be accepted at the door. If you didn't already have tickets, take a look at The Darker Side of Fairy Tales this Saturday night at 7. Tickets are just $12 at the door, or call the box office at 437-5321, extension 1467.
Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we head to the top of the 6th. East Peoria, Mount Vernon, all tied up at 2 from Brennan Klein Memorial Field. It'll be Slusher, Nim, Runyon for the Raiders. Interesting. 2-0 for the Rams through the top half of the fourth through 3 until the top half of the fourth when the Raiders came out and got 2 to tie it. That's where we've stood ever since. And Trevor Flota's going to come out for another inning.
Gutsy.
I'd say. That's the type of kid you hand the ball and say, hey, we need you to get us through this many. Please do. Here comes. Pitched 2 innings yesterday. Now fires an inside strike to Slusher. 0-1 the count. Nobody on, nobody out, of course, as he gets it started here in the 6th. Next one's on the way. We'll look for a scoreboard update from Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance here in just a little while. Tony Wilt, of course, wants to handle all of your insurance needs. Find him in his office. Look for the white State Farm Jeep around town, or as always, log on to TonyWilt.com and get to a better state. 1-1 now to Slusher. He's over 1 today. He walks back in the first, was stranded at first base. Popped out back in the fourth as he's, that was actually got some carry to it. Reeds will give it chase, and it'll be blown back to the wall. This is going to be 2, maybe more for the catcher. He's going to run into third base. Maybe a triple throw is not going to be in time. Great effort by the Rams on the relay.
Well, Slusher hit that one as far as he could hit it here in this situation, and man, oh man, he got a rip on that one. Salem leading Nashville 7-4 in the top of the 6th.
And there's that aforementioned scoreboard update. They're playing 2 today.
Yep.
Nashville Hornets. Interesting. Bo Meyer busy today, as he would have the call of that one on our sister station. 2-2. Tie ball game here in the 6th. That one's going to go away. The lead run could score. The throw is in time. Wow. And out of the plate is Slusher. And there's your first out.
Well,
wow, inside was the throw.
Yeah,
inside was the throw. That'll bring
baseball. You need a break or 2. Mount Vernon got 3 there. We'll just call it like I see it. Mount Vernon got 3 breaks there. Just call it the way I saw it. But Mount Vernon will take it.
And it's a 1-0 count on the batter's end with Runyon to follow here in the 6th. We are tied at 2. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking. With 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all of your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking. 1-0 pitch is going to come. Outside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Rams got just what they needed there, and that was for the lead runner to get a race from the base paths somehow. Comes 1-1, and makes it 1-2 as it catches the outside corner of the right-hander Nim. We are assuming that silent G out in front of the last name, G-N-E-H-M. 1-2 coming, swung on a miss. It's in the dirt. Young will throw down to first base. There's 2 away. It's 4 strikeouts of the day from Trevor Flota. Tie ball game here in the 6th inning, 2-2. Rams and the Raiders from East Peoria. First team nicknamed the Raiders that they have seen in any sport, to my knowledge, since 2008. Sails high on the first pitch to Runyon. It's 1-0. He reached on an error his last time up. And then pops to the pitcher, back in the second. 1-0 is a strike taken across the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at WMIX Sports. Here comes the 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1.
Might tell the mobile studios.
Oh my gosh, where'd it go?
I guess we're just a standstill studio now.
2-1 coming. Going to miss outside. 3 balls and a strike.
We don't have any mobility.
Disappeared. Funny how that works out.
He gone.
See ya. 3-1, here it comes. Outside, that'll be a 2-out walk. So the Rams put another aboard here in the 6th. Don't know if they can get the kind of breaks that they got last time. We remain tied at 2 as the pitcher Martin, who actually had the base hit to tie the ball game up.
Yeah, we're going to have a pinch runner at first.
It'll be Brady Andrews on to run. Here we are, top 6, tied at 2. Game 1 of 2 today. We have both games of this doubleheader for you on WMIX and WMIXsports.com. We're on the Twitterverse, as always, on Facebook as well, trying to keep you up to date with different types of content. Don't forget our WMIX Sports social media question of the week. What's your favorite Easter candy? 2 outs and a runner aboard. Ground ball could be the out pitch the Rams need. It's going to be a scoop over. 4-6 will retire the side. Down go the Raiders in the 6th through 5.5. We're tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
State Farm, this is Jessica.
Hey, Jessica, Jerry Newman. Does State Farm offer more discounts to more drivers?
Yep, like the good driver discount.
So it's for good, but not great drivers.
No, Jerry. There's also the multi-line discount.
For calling from multiple lines while driving.
You should never use a phone while driving.
I only make calls from my car when I'm stuck in a ditch or something.
Are you in a ditch?
Yes, I am.
State Farm offers more discounts to more drivers than any other insurance company. Get to a better state.
One more reason to call State Farm agent Tony Wilton Mount Vernon at 242-1421.
Your spine is a miracle of engineering, so when pain strikes, your body is telling you to get help fast. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois is proud to feature their spine care team. And when there are back problems, pain is always a constant companion. The Orthopedic Center also specializes in pain management, so put our spine care team on the job. Find out more online at orthocenter-si.com. Stop the pain, fix the problem, and enjoy life again. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Brennan Klein Field here, tied at 2 as we head to the bottom half of the 6th. The Rams will send up 2, 3, and 4. It'll be Landon Thomas, Colin Young, and Colton Metter, barring any changes to Tim Holloway's lineup. 2-2 ball game. Game 1 of 2. We'll have both of them for you here. We'll take a bit of a break, probably not too much of one, between Game 1 and Game 2, as we will see Brock Stewart pitch. So the Rams are going to look at a lefty now.
Bobby Martin, who went 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs. Neither one was earned. No walks, 3 strikeouts. Can only be a no decision today as he goes out with a 2-2 tie. So I would say that Trevor Flota is done, as Brock Fulkerson looks like, being that he's the tallest one on the team, looks like he's the one out there throwing. Going to come in and get an inning of work. Better than a side session.
Maybe.
Credit Trevor Flota. I'm telling you what, a kid that threw between yesterday and today over 100 pitches, that's tough on a high school kid to start him up one day, warm up, throw, and then come back and do 6 innings. Gutsy performance.
A lefty-lefty matchup will get us started. Thomas shows bunts and pulls back and takes the ball 1-0.
I may say my vote for the player of the game no matter what happens here.
Red Lake College brings you that award. Safe House is your college education.
Vote early.
RLC.edu. Sure, you can vote early and often.
There you go.
Why not?
I voted.
Although,
even though he's a Duke fan, I voted.
Yeah, Duke wrecked my bracket last night. Had Michigan State winning that one. That's about all I had left. 2-0 coming. Ooh, gets in front of him, sits at first base side, and Runyon will come up with it and make the play. Darn it. That'll bring up Colin Young. Mm-hmm. He had the feeling that something was going to happen in this particular inning. At least I did. We'll see if that continues here. That feeling with Colin Young standing in. Colton Metter on deck.
There's ground out.
Well, you know what I mean.
I know.
All-Stars and Stitches. You can put a logo on it. All-Stars and Stitches can probably print it. See McDade. They even do apparel down there at All-Stars, just west of Benton High School. Or call 435-5555. Tried to swing it in there that time, and it hits the dirt. 1-0 to Young. 0 for 2 today. Quiet bats in the Rams lineup today.
The pattern has been hot and cold with this team. Get 11 runs, get none, have 2.
As the 1-0 is going to be ripped up the middle, well underneath the glove of the shortstop, and Colin Young's going to get aboard with a single.
Didn't come up. Shortstop Nim thought that ball was going to bounce up, and it hit the grass, not the lip. Hit the grass, and that kind of knocked it down and kept it on the ground under the glove all the way to the outfield. Courtesy runner.
As a return to normal numbers.
Yeah, he returned to number 8.
Rams are in their traditional blacks today with orange numerics trimmed in white.
Wonder if we'll see the throwback jerseys again this year, or if that was just a one-time week deal.
I said Saturday alternate. People can deny superstitions all they want, but I really do think we have a superstitious crew here. Yeah. With a runner on and 1 out, here comes the first pitch seen by Metter, and he'll take it low for a strike, 0-1.
There's definitely a bit of superstition.
Because it's odd that they lost, and now they're done.
There's no oddity to it.
I should say coincidental, quote-unquote. Air quotes.
I smell peanuts.
0-1 coming. Are they boiling them down there? How do you smell them? As the runner's going to go from first, Ellis should be safe at second as the throw gets away.
I'm just saying that I'm going to have a bag of peanuts. Once I saw them walking by, I knew I was going to have peanuts.
Okay. We'll get you some peanuts. I will. Down there.
Don't you worry.
Smell that smoke. 1-1.
Smell that Yeah, smoked too down there.
Yeah, there we go.
I went from cookies to peanuts now. They
Cookies
started
are
with,
made. There's still one
started with
cookie
the
left.
cookies, and now I got to go get peanuts. So it's going to be a munchy day. Throw in Easter candy, it's a disaster.
Yes, it is. 1-1, swung and missed. It's 1-2.
I'm going to blame the cookies first. For as good as they were, got me on a junk kick. Now I got to start here and go.
Still one left. Finish that 3 games.
No.
I had my fish. I had more than half.
Hey, you did swamp a few pretty quick.
I did.
I mean, that was started at the top. By the time I got my one, it's like, oh.
I left the rest for you.
A rest?
Yeah.
Rest is plural.
Okay, I left that other one.
Yeah. Thanks.
No problem.
I think I'll eat it now while I'm waiting.
Might as well. 1-2 count. We're here in the bottom of the 6th. Rams have the go-ahead run on second. This will be bounced back by Colton. Nope. Looking at the wrong WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. We've gone from the Merlot Studios to the white. That is the actual color, Merlot. I don't know if you knew that or not. Go-ahead runner on second for the Rams. Home half of the 6th. We are tied at 2. The lefty pitcher on in relief. Of course, is Stewart comes in from left. Started the inning, and now has to even count on the batter better. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Second Chance Auto, one of our many Rams sponsors that we appreciate ever so dearly. They have the largest selection of pre-owns priced under $10,000 in one location. Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Ooh, they're going to come inside again on Metter. Gets away, and it's a full count. Good job by Colton to walk across and try to screen the plate.
Gamesmanship.
I'm wise to a trick.
Gamesmanship going on.
The runner Ellis in for Young, who singled to start the inning. Represents the go-ahead run in a 2-2 ball game in the 6th. Bottom half of the inning. Lefty Stewart will fire. Metter gets a piece of it. Could bring rain as it gets to the right side of the infield. And making the grab will be the second baseman, Plummer. 2 away.
You can see Metter on that pitch pull out. Front side pulled out. Hands drugged behind. It was just a pop-up. There's Trevor Flota. He'll have to ice that arm today. Some of his buddies are wanting to know where he's at on Twitter, and he won't answer. I had to tweet back, so he's busy.
Here comes. Runner's going to go. Throw down to third base. He should be safe.
He is.
Just a delayed call.
Well,
yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Some of his buddies were at Bushwood waiting on him.
I got you.
That was a nice steal there. That was stolen on the pitcher. Ellis, pitcher didn't even look at Ellis. Ellis had timed him a couple of pitches and then took off.
He got dirty.
Yeah, he did.
2 outs. The go-ahead run on third now for Trevor Flota. A chance to help out his own cause. Here comes. Flota gets a piece of it. Ooh, just off the wrong end of the bat. Sends it the opposite way over to first base. Running makes the grab. And like that, we are through 6, tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday sports show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting.
With 2 new hospitals, trusted physicians, and dedicated staff, it's clear that our local healthcare industry is helping to make our community stronger every day. Hi, I'm Terry Prosize, a commercial lender and healthcare banking specialist at Community First Bank. I'm putting over 20 years of healthcare and business experience to work for our medical community and local businesses. Whether you have an expanding physician practice, an existing business, or hoping to start a new business, I have the financial prescription for you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ida. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back to Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
There you go. We put the lid on that. The cookies are done. They were amazing.
I did dishes.
Okay. I don't know if that necessarily qualifies.
I did. I cleaned it out.
Usually soap, water, and a nice dish rag usually helps out. After.
Dishes are done.
We head to the top of the 7th. New Rams pitcher will be Brock Fulkerson. Peer around the field to see if we see any other changes other than Flota heading to second base and Hayden Paninsky probably coming out.
Golly, I like this. Wonder who put Kenny Chesney in today. They can play that all day.
Not sure what they do these days. All I know is that we are heading to the top of the 7th, and we are tied at 2 with Plummer, Ulrich, and Hilton due up in the Raider lineup. Community First Bank of the Heartland is the official voice of the Rams. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. That's the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation.
Flota's line. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, neither earned, 7 walks, 3 strikeouts. Can't be the winner, can't be the loser.
4 strikeouts, my man. First pitch on the way is going to miss outside. I thought he had 4. Actually kept track today.
Yeah.
Reliably. Well, if you already named him the POG, got to give him all the credit we can.
I've already named him.
2-0's the count now, quickly on the bat of Plummer.
He's already got it. I haven't picked him.
I've
nominated him. He's my
with
vote.
fervor. We just dropped fervor. Yes, we did. 2-0's coming. It's going to miss low and away. 3 balls, no strikes. I don't know if we've ever used that word on our broadcast.
That'd be the first time company-wide.
A lot of firsts. 3-0 is going to miss outside. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to Plummer. Ulrich will come in, and the go-ahead run is on first base for the Raiders here in the top half of the 7th inning. Sarah Staley and Country Financial, one of our Rams boosters. What you don't know or understand about your existing policies can end up hurting you and your family. With the right help from Country Financial, almost any family can achieve financial security. Develop a plan to meet your goals. Your Country Financial representative in Mount Vernon, Sarah Staley. Runner thought about going. They'll throw behind. They got him. What a play by Colin Young.
2-4 on the put-out, floated behind the matter at first. Bunt was missed, and when that bunt was missed, that runner was way too far off. And Young to Flota on the 2-4 pickoff. A couple of guys already picked off on bases. 3, actually.
0-1 coming. Swung and a miss. It's quickly 0-2. So 1 out. The base is now empty in the 7th. Still tied at 2.
A runner picked off at second, a runner picked off at first, and a run thrown out at home.
Pretty interesting. Now a check swing on the 0-2. Good waste pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fulkerson on the hill in relief. Trevor went 6 strong. 2 runs allowed, but none of them earned, according to our book. Here it comes. Swung and a miss. There's 2 away. Good pitch that time from Brock.
Oh, it's much better.
What's much better?
Rams will have 6, 7, 8. Pike Reeves and Bradford in the bottom of the 7th. And Mr. Hilton back up again.
So the bases are empty for Hilton. He's reached twice today via the walk, and he'll take a first pitch low and inside. The lefty ahead of the count here. 1 ball, no strikes. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by King City Chrysler, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon. See their pre-owned inventory online at kingcitychrysler.com. Also where you can log on and schedule your service appointments. 1-1 the count now to Hilton. Swings and misses. Top 7 tied at 2. What an interesting one we've had developed thus far. Rams bats came alive in the 2nd and have died down since. That'll miss away. 2 balls and a strike to Hilton. Good times. Pounded it in there, but misses. Sounded like a strong fastball that time.
Like
3
a
balls
strike
and a
from our
strike.
angle.
You have better angle than I do. I don't have much.
I'm right on the plate.
There you go. 3-1 coming. Oh, inside, and that'll be a walk.
Well, he's been on base 3 times today via the walk.
So he is 0 for 1. And that'll bring in Brock Stewart, trying to make himself the winner. Came on in relief an inning ago. Allowed just a hit. That was to Colin Young, whose courtesy runner Ellis was stranded on third. 2 away. There's a runner on first. Pitch in. Route. That's going to catch high for a strike. 0-1. That was a great pickoff by the Rams to get the initial base runner who was walked aboard to lead off the inning. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the top half of the 7th inning. 2-2 ball game. 2 runs on 2 hits unofficially for the Raiders as the runner's going. This going to be put into play. Foul ball down the first base side near the dugout. It'll scoot out of play. Just like that, it's 0-2. For the Rams, I have 2 runs on 3 hits today.
As do I.
So it should be 2-2-2.
I think they're counting.
2-3-1, I believe. With the runner on first, 0-2 count. They're going to check on that aforementioned runner. Back safely with a head first dive. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jesse Clark is back at our Mount Vernon studio. It'll be the same tandem in game number 2 for you here on AM 940. Online from any device at WMIXsports.com. 0-2 is en route. Going to miss high. Good waste. 1-2 now. Got to hurry. Sun's starting to come out.
I've been trying for a couple hours.
See if it can make up its mind. The 1-2 on the way. The runner's going pitch out. It's going to be off the mark on the throw.
Curveball floated outside. That's a perfect pitch for Hilton to run on. He got that because Brock threw a curveball. Tip your cap, go to the next pitch.
So 2-2, looking for the last strike of the inning here. Brock Fulkerson on in relief. Rams are going to try to finish it up in the bottom half of the 7th. They'll check on the runner. He's back.
That league-leading 85th try at second base.
It's been effective more often than not. Or more not than often, I guess. But still, that's a rarity. Anytime you can make it happen, it's good.
Taking sign on the bag.
Nice. They didn't fall for it.
No, after the 4th time. Salem beat Nashville 8-4.
Wow. 2 balls, 2 strikes here in a tied 2-2 game in the 7th with 2 outs. And that's going to scoot outside to the right-handed Stewart. And the count's full. Go-ahead run for the Raiders is on second base. Rams will send up Pike, Reeves, and Bradford, barring any changes in the bottom of the 7th. Will it be a tie ball game, or will they be playing from behind? Full count. It's going to be make or break for Fulkerson on the way. It's going to be a ground ball tapped, deflected off the glove, slow pickup, flow to fires in time. And what a great play. That could have been disastrous. We are through 6.5, tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXsports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. It's back. Ren Lake College Golf Outlet's Super Demo Day on Saturday, April 6th. Major manufacturers' reps will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment. Plus, free balls and fittings. You can test the best golf equipment in the industry. Plus, RLC has outrageous sales all day on the most popular names in clubs, balls, bags, and swag. Come test the latest and greatest equipment and enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day. One day only, Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ren Lake College Golf Outlet off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
Hey, welcome you back to Rams Baseball. Bottom of the 7th we had 2-2 ball game. Well, we have extras. We'll find out. Jake Pike, Clayton Reeves, and Pat Bradford due up for the Rams. They're going to try to end it here. Looks like Stewart will be back out for another inning here for the Raiders. Still trying to find out who's in left field. Oh, this is a common swap. Martin for Stewart. So Bobby Martin, the former pitcher, is actually who ended up in left. We tried to find that out a moment ago. He did not come up in the order, so we didn't get to see if he was still in the ball game. But Jake Pike is, and he's a left-handed bat in this Ram lineup. Looking to make something happen here in the 7th. He hit one deep his last time up. Thought it might get over the head of the right fielder, Ulrich, who made a nice catch. Lefty-lefty matchup. Pike drops one down third base side. They're going to try to let it roll, and it'll finally roll foul.
Finally got off that dirt path onto the grass. I was hoping it'd stay along that dirt path where he would have to wait and hoping it hit the bag, but didn't make it there in time. Of course, those that have plans that laid their 1 o'clock plans are in some trouble here.
It's an 0-1 count. Bottom of the 7th, tied at 2. Here comes the pitch to Pike, who leads us off, takes it low. Count is quickly 1 ball, 1 strike to Jake. He's 0 for 2, but he's hit the ball hard all season long. Actually does have a pretty good batting average. You look at the stats on Max Preps. 1-1's coming. Ground ball to be to the second baseman. Off the charge, picks it up, fires across. Good play by Plummer. 4-3 is your first down. So there we go. 1 out in the inning. And that'll bring up Clayton Reeves. Reeves singled back in the 2nd, struck out in the 4th. Clayton's 1 for 2 today.
Yeah, that's why you need doubleheader, extra innings. Pitchers, everybody up.
Reeves 1 out, nobody on. Looking to bunt his way aboard. Pulls back and takes a strike. No balls and a strike now to Clayton. With Pat the bat on deck. The lefty trying to work some magic is Brock Stewart here for the Raiders. Game number 2 will follow here on WMIX. Here comes the 0-1. Misses high and tight. 1 ball, 1 strike. So with 1-1's coming, Reeves reaches out for it, just misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. familiar faces in different places. Community First Bank continues to expand, now with 5 Jefferson County locations. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. 1-2 is the count on Reeves. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. In a 2-2 ball game. 1-2 count. The lefty fires. It's going to be in the dirt. Even count now to the left fielder, Reeves. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Of course, we tell you time and time again that the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon. Online at FordSquare.com. 2-2 count with 1 out. Tie ball game. Tied at 2. Reeves pitches on the way. He'll rope this one towards left, and that'll fall for a base hit. Clayton is going to round first, where he will stay put with a 1-out single and a go-ahead run. The game-winning run on first base.
Shame that ball couldn't have took a wicked hop out there and rattled around in the corner for a little bit, but of Speedy Reeves at first, wouldn't expect him to stay long at first base in this situation either.
Kind of wonder if it's not going to matter here in just a second. Bradford stands in with a runner on first, the game-winning run. Here in the bottom of the 7th with 1 out, we are tied at 2. The lefty, Stewart, trying to pick up the win. We're tied at 2 here in the 7th, trying to get out of this inning. They're going to keep him honest at first base, as the first baseman, Runyon. Going to try to hold Reeves to the back.
Right here. He is not going to throw. He wouldn't throw there twice, would he? In a row? No way. First movement. Told you.
Here it comes. Swung on a miss by Bradford. Looked like he left something off of it. It's 0-1.
Cat and mouse game. I bet he throws over here. That signs are given. And then you wait, and you try first movement.
0-1. 1 out. Tie ball game. 2-2. Reeves is on first, representing the game-winning run. Here comes the pitch on the way. That's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bradford. Harrison to follow, barring a double play here in the bottom half of the 7th.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank.
I got caught doing the same thing during the Saturday Sports Show this morning. 1-1's coming. Ground ball. Ooh, could be 2. Plummer off the hop, throws to second for 1. And to first for the other. Well, there you go. We will head to the 8th. Tied at 2. We'll take a 1-minute break. This is Rams Baseball. Back in a minute.
What is good sports talk, really? Around these parts, it's the WMIX Saturday Sports Show. Every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. With a vast assortment of interviews and knowledgeable in-studio discussion. It's the most content-driven local sports show on the radio dial. And it's every Saturday morning after the 8 o'clock news. Only on AM 940 and WMIXSports.com. Where you can listen on your computer, smartphone, or any device. It's all made possible by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. It's back. Ren Lake College Golf Outlet's Super Demo Day on Saturday, April 6th. Major manufacturers' reps will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment. Plus, free balls and fittings. You can test the best golf equipment in the industry. Plus, RLC has outrageous sales all day on the most popular names in clubs, balls, bags, and swag. Come test the latest and greatest equipment and enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day. One day only, Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ren Lake College Golf Outlet off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Find us on Facebook under WMIX Sports. Back to the Rams on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to Rams Baseball. WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside as we head to the top of the 8th. That's right, extra innings. It'll be Rundle, Slusher, and Nim for the Raiders as Brock Fulkerson will come in for another inning. Tied at 2, Rams Baseball. Free baseball here, as it'll be sent into center field. Screened by all the action. I'm going to assume the out because it's LT out there.
Don't assume.
I have no idea what happened.
The runner at first. It's a hit.
My eyes deceived me. So it must have dropped.
Third hit of the day by my book.
So to go ahead and run on first base, Matt Rundle with Ryan Slusher up the bat.
It would be, oh, no. They will let anybody in here.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, my gosh.
We're at the top of the 8th with a runner on. Here comes the pitch on the way from Fulkerson. That's going to catch the inside corner. Slusher takes it for an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike, and he topped the 8th inning, game 1 of a doubleheader. A marginal leadoff of first base from the leadoff batter, Rundle, who actually singled into center. Fulkerson will check over on the runner on first, and he's back with a head first dive. 1-2 today. Rams and the East Peoria Raiders. The Raiders, of course, out of the Mid-Illini Conference with Limestone and Canton. 0-1. Bunt laid down. It's going to be fouled to 0-2. Could take that out of play. Interesting thing, Rams do have ties to the Mid-Illini Conference previously. beat Canton for a state championship, I think, in 20. That was in boys basketball. Might have been 50 or 54. Look at it every time during the JV game, during boys basketball games. It's hanging up there in that little area between the concession stand and Shagna. 2-2. Tie ball game in the 8th, 0-2. The runner gets a bigger lead off of first base, and that hit him somewhere.
Hit him in the sleeve. Yep. Hit him in the sleeve. Doesn't have to hit the body. He has to hit the uniform. Now it's first and second and nobody out. Trouble brewing here, little Abner, as Tim Holloway's going to make a trip out to the mound. Free baseball. It'll be free baseball if we pay to get in, but it's not, so it's all day.
That is. We're going to get at least 15 innings of baseball, aren't we? Maybe.
At least
depends on what happens. At least you're only guaranteed 13 at this point. What am I looking for?
Probably a liner to read or something.
That's here somewhere. How about the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon? Eric Black and his staff at the Medicine Shop. Customer service is their top priority. Technology, a great thing when you know what you're doing with it. Of course,
especially people that answer our Facebook question. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Of course, what is your favorite Easter candy? You can find it on Facebook. It's also on Twitter as well. Only one of mine was put up there. I had two. Well, you put both of yours. Do you ever get a chance really to eat the sweet tarts, ducks, and bunnies, or do I eat them all?
Oh, I get it. I put some complimentary ones out. Just because I put some out does not mean the entire stash is out for everybody. There will be gallons of milk devoured today for candy.
Did you get your baseball package ordered?
What do you mean? That's renewed every year automatically.
Really? I saved $10 by ordering it before the season actually started.
No, the Vin Scully baseball package is renewed every year until I call them and say no.
2-2 ball game, checking on the runner at second.
That wasn't going to work. They charge in at the corners, rotate shortstop to second. And what they're trying to do is get that runner at second off the bag and let Trevor Floto come in from second base behind him. After being picked off and attempted multiple times, nobody's getting off the bag from East Peoria today.
Two on and nobody out. Tied at 2 in the top of the 8th. Extra innings. Here comes the pitch on the way from Falk. Going to leave it a little bit outside and low. Just like that, it is 1-0 now to Nim.
Cat and mouse game going on here with first and second. Got bunt possibilities, slash possibilities. If your third baseman charges in too quickly, the lead runner from second can slip into third. Like right now, there's nobody home.
Corner infielders are playing in.
Tony LaRussa did
Cat and mouse possible.
Yeah.
1-0. Here it comes.
Flash, I tell you.
Almost burned him. Over to second base. Somebody's got to cover the first base back. Does Nim beat him out? Nope. Rams get a break.
That's the thing there. I told you the flash was in play. Is that goes 4 unassisted. You don't see that very often. Meta was too far in, charging. And again, you got to be careful how far you charge in. Sometimes you charge in too far and you're unable to cover the bag you're responsible for. And now that little slash ground ball out to the right side makes it second and third and 1 out.
Eek. Major damage could happen here with Quentin. Wait, no, that's Salem. Derek Runyon. First baseman here for East Peoria. 1 out, top 8, 2-2 ball game, and they're trying to squeeze it, and that's going to fail. They're going to get one or the other. They need to tag somebody, and it'll be Fulkerson, and he gets the tag on the back, slide to the plate. I'll let you do the math.
2-5-1 on the putout, and that's the second runner that East Peoria's had thrown out at the plate on the missed squeeze. Pitch was missed. I mean, as a hitter, you have got to you almost have to throw your bat. I mean, it's at that point you have to protect that runner by all costs down there at third base. And Runyon did not do that. Now the runner's at third with 2 outs. East Peoria has kind of run themselves out of innings here. 5-1 on the putout.
Interesting. Out of the stretch will come Fulkerson on the 0-1, and that is going to catch. No, it'll miss outside. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, wow. Got to get a picture. Yeah. Sorry about that. We forgot. Breaking news out of Centralia dealing with that. 1-1's coming. Swung on a miss. It'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Would you like me to take over?
No, you're good.
Okay. Just say win. Oh, pictures.
Actually, go ahead. If you don't mind, go ahead.
All right. First and second, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. East Peoria gets 1 runner picked off. 1 runner stranded at third. We're through 7.5. Still tied at 2. Back from more Rams baseball here on WMIX.
I know you've heard about mortgage rates being all-time lows, but have you done anything about it yet? Hi, I'm Rick Pigg, mortgage lender at Community First Bank. There's never been a better time at buying a home or refinancing an existing mortgage. The sooner you act, the more you save, and we'll be there to help you through every step of the way. For more information, visit us at comfirstbank.net or stop by one of our 5 locations.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right now, you can get a 2013 Chevy Equinox for as low as 0% APR financing at Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, or choose a generous factory rebate. The hot-selling Equinox gets 32 miles per gallon, and Schmidt Chevrolet has the biggest selection in the region. Customer satisfaction is their #1 goal. Now's the perfect time to buy. Nobody offers you more for your trade than Schmidt Chevrolet. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
Back to the WMIX Sports Mobile Studios. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. Jesse Clark doing a great job back at our Mount Vernon studio. WMIX Sports Mobile Studios, of course, driven by Ford Square. Rams Baseball is powered by Community First Bank. We're in extra innings. Bottom of the 8th inning, 2-2 ball game, and what an interesting 8th inning we had in the top half. But
getaway day for East Peoria, and they're going to go extra innings to the first game of the doubleheader. They're probably thinking, I got a 4-hour bus ride back home
on the cheese.
On the cheese. Now, let's think about this. Alpoff came the other day on a charter, and East Peoria comes on a cheese. What's wrong with that picture?
Well, I think the blatantly obvious is the
blatantly obvious.
Private.
Yes. I'm telling you right now, Route 4 and the cheese has got to be miserable.
If they came that way. They might have gone.
You think they came up the Benton way to Peoria?
I would hope not.
That's the windmill way.
So it'll be Harrison to get the Rams started.
Yeah.
Here in the bottom of the 8th, and he had the 2 runs batted in back in the 2nd. And since then, Rams have gone, I believe, 6 innings with only 2 hits. They now have 4 on the afternoon.
Tee times and departures have been obliterated here.
Yeah. Well, he told them what to do. It's okay. I have a feeling they're going to enjoy that much more anyway. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. It's going to miss high and outside. 1 ball and no strikes here to Harrison.
That group will have the most fluid golf swing ever.
Take that. I'd say we are tied at 2. I see what you did there now.
See what I did there? Okay.
1-1. Make that 2-0. Boy.
Hey, they're just doing what Mike Shannon would tell them to do.
2 balls. No strikes. Here comes the pitch from the lefty. That's going to hit the outside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out as Harrison gets it started. Bottom half of the 8th inning if you're just joining us. Rams played at 2 in their half of the 2nd, but East Peoria tied it back in the 4th. And since then, we've seen a little offense. This is going to be swung on a miss. Harrison will even up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But the Rams got a break back in the 6th on a play on a pass ball that gunned down the runner's Flusher, I believe, at the plate. And now the 2-2 to Harrison is going to miss high. Counts full, 3-2. Sawyer trying to get something going with Matthew Williams waiting on deck.
I think we're being asked. I'm not sure. Got to confirm something.
Okay, full count. Here it comes. Oh, catching the outside corner. That was a good pitch for the left-hander.
I'll let you read that as Harrison goes down looking. Buys a ticket. Not sure what that means.
Any and or all of the above.
Any and or all of the above, and well, we can go down there and get it after the game. Because I know I'm getting a bag of peanuts. Why am I sitting here doing nothing thinking of food? Usually it's after walking 18 holes. That's why I'm not playing today.
Ooh,
now,
Matt.
Okay. I thought you were double tasking over there.
No. Well, although it's a 3-3 count, according to the scorebook.
Well, that's a new one. Does that mean there's 2 outs?
Oh, no, it's like saying 5:60 on the clock. As it'll be fouled back, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Williams, with the bases empty, is 0 for 3 today, a rarity. Mr. Thomas will come back to get the foul ball.
Well, Columbia and O'Fallon this year in baseball have already played 16 innings, so
we don't need that. Here comes the 0-2. That's going to be a blooper in the right center field, and Williams gets aboard for the first time today. Round first, and stay put, young man. First, 1 out single.
Nice play by Plummer to get over there and stopgap that mess. That ball running out to the fence. And now Mount Vernon with a little bingo action.
I have a feeling, as Landon Thomas will step into the left side batter's box. Runner on first, one out, bottom of the eighth. Go-ahead run, make that the game-winning run, stands on first. Williams with a bit of a lead. Lefty-lefty matchup here as they're going to maybe get Williams. He was going on first movement, and he's out at second on the pickoff. So 1-3-4, I believe.
Yes.
Thought it was a second baseman cover.
Well, base running by both teams in this game has not been exactly sparkling.
Anything but. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Rams and Lady Rams on WMIX, as Thomas will send one time. Just a look. Right in front of left fielder for a two-out single.
Nice job by Landon Thomas. Bat through the zone. The opposite field hit.
That'll bring in Colin Young. Community First Bank, of course. Rhea Ashby, the Young Professional of the Year. Personal Banker, Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Young, the right-hander, will stand in the box. He, of course, had a hit. His courtesy runner, Ellis, was stranded on third base back in the sixth. Since then, we still have scoreless baseball. 2-2 ball game here in the bottom half of the eighth. They're going to check on the runner. LT gets back safely.
Well, the lead at first is stymied a little bit with a left-hander on the bump.
They're going to eye Thomas, and they're going to do the same thing here. This will end up as a safe at second.
Stolen base. How come that wasn't a balk? How come that was not a balk? I have no idea. Should have been a freebie at there anyway, because the way he looked, I mean, he broke the plane. Crazy. No, the runner got the second, but that wasn't even close to being a deceptive play. That was flat out breaking the law of balking.
Yep. Scoreboard updates today taken care of by Tony Wilt, State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance financial service needs, find Tony in his office. Look him up online at TonyWilt.com or from the white State Farm Jeep around town. Colin Young might as well just send it here. Here it comes. Fouls it off, and it's 0-1.
Good rip there. Colton Metter will sprint back here and get that ball. He sprints back.
He's hit the ball hard around the diamond today. There you go. Chance coming from the dugout. The Rams are ready to go. 0-1. Game-winning run on second. 2 outs. Bottom of the eighth. 2-2 ball game. Pitcher gets set. Here it comes. Young gets a piece of it. Sends it to short. Off of the ground. Nim will pick it up. He will fire across in time. We head to the ninth. Tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball powered by Community First Bank.
Tax time means savings time. Use that tax refund at Second Chance Auto to purchase the best quality used vehicle around. In fact, in their 32-year history, the selection has never been better at Second Chance Auto. Clean, dependable, and great-looking cars, trucks, minivans, and a huge selection of small, mid-size, and full-size SUVs. Most priced under $10,000 with 3-month or 3,000-mile warranty. Yes, your tax refund is your ticket to the vehicle you've always wanted. At Second Chance Auto, Route 142 East in Mount Vernon. Call 244-4582.
It's back. Ren Lake College Golf Outlet's Super Demo Day on Saturday, April 6th. Major manufacturers' reps will be on hand to answer any questions about your favorite equipment. Plus, free balls and fittings. You can test the best golf equipment in the industry. Plus, RLC has outrageous sales all day on the most popular names in clubs, balls, bags, and swag. Come test the latest and greatest equipment and enjoy free hot dogs and soft drinks at Super Demo Day. One day only, Saturday, April 6th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Ren Lake College Golf Outlet off Potomac Boulevard in Mount Vernon. Listen to us from any device at WMIXSports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
WMIX and WMIXSports.com, your source for local scores. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Top of the ninth inning we go. It'll be due up Bobby Martin, Jake Plummer, and Kevin Ulrich. And we'll see a new Ram pitcher. It'll be our man Thomas Weber.
Tommy Weber out there.
The guy who usually shuts him down.
Well, he's in a shutdown situation, that's for certain.
That's exactly what they need here in the top half of the ninth. Bottom of the order. If you're just joining us, Rams scored 2 in the second, gave up 2 in the fourth, and we are tied since. As we head to this ninth inning, we still have another game to play.
Yeah.
I have eggs to boil for tomorrow. Forgot about that.
Yeah.
That sneak home between games gets started. We could be here a while. Weber on the pitch. Probably not any other changes in the Ram lineup.
Particular place of shopping this morning, there was Lots of stuff left, soon to go on sale.
Both places I were last night had plenty.
Yes.
Me being the former grocer, that was always a nightmare.
I can tell you that I will, I can imagine.
That's why you had to sharpen your pencil and really figure it out for the following year. So Martin gets us started. The right-handed battle faced Thomas Weber on in relief of Brock Fulkerson. Fulkerson pitched a pair of innings. Don't want to overextend him because you can probably use him in conference play next week.
Yeah, 2 innings there. Fulkerson went 2, gave up a hit, no runs, 3 walks, a strikeout.
First pitch to Martin, missed low, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Catches the inside corner, went back inside that time, and it's a 1-1 count.
It's the kind of game in the major leagues. They have an afternoon game, they're getting out of town, or they got a night game, they got to get to the next city, and something like this breaks out.
Ground ball, second base side. Floto will pick it up, fires across. Good play. 4-3 on your first down.
Play. Floto ranging to his left guy. He's been everywhere today. Like him. Been everywhere making plays.
And now, solid defender. Oh, yeah. We've reversed roles there momentarily. Well, here comes Weber attacking the next batter, Plummer. Comebacker to the pitcher. Weber will fire over to first base, and 1-3 is out number 2.
Kind of like this talking thing.
Hey, yeah. Sometimes I feel like we are in a living room somewhere.
Yeah, it's just like that.
That's what we try for.
Just a few extracurriculars.
Even the arguing's the same.
The arguing's about the same, yeah.
Yep. Here comes the first pitch to the right-handed batter, Ulrich. He's 0 for 3 today.
Oh, there was, per vote last week at Fandango, there was discussion.
Yeah, I got that, and I didn't know what he was talking about, so I ignored it. The 1-0, it sees its way through the left side of the infield, past to diving Williams, and that'll be a 2-out single. We'll see what the Dutch called the Raiders.
There was negotiating last night at a local chicken wing eatery about draft picks for WWE wrestling groups.
I had pretty staunch negotiation on the eBay yesterday. Yeah, wheel covers of all things.
Oh, you go to Mobile Studios, going to dress them up a little bit?
Yeah, not ours. Oh, it's the regular WMIX Mobile Studios. There's 2 different ones, multiple. As the lefty bat comes in, it is Hilton. He's reached 3 of 4 times today, and he'll take a first pitch ball. 1 on, 2 out. We're in the top of the 9th, tied at 2. Pretty loose for it being the top of the 9th. Sun's peered out from behind the clouds, making it a beautiful Saturday afternoon with the wind blowing out of the east-northeast. About 10. Here comes the pitch on the way. And the 1-0 misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
This game now 2 hours old.
Straight up, 2 hours. 2-0 coming. Oh, catches the catch corner. Looks like it. 2-1. I'm trying not to call balls and strikes anymore. Runner on first, 2 outs, top 9. 2-2 ball game. We're in extras. Glad to have you with us. Thank you for joining us on WMIX. As this will be fisted the opposite side, just past Sawyer Harrison. He got caught. His feet got tangled up and could have come away with it. And believe it or not, that'll be another 2-out single.
That ball was fisted, and Harrison was trying to make the play and throw it to first all in the same motion. That ball was actually gaining altitude as it went. And when he couldn't lift, his legs looked like they were tied to the ground, tipped off his glove, went into left field. So what went from a double play to end the inning goes to first and second, and actually they're out, caught ball. It goes to first and second with 2 outs.
Reached its apex just about the point.
It was still going. It had that lift.
It separated. It fell to the ground.
You see the spin on that out there?
I did. I saw.
Bees can't even do that. I want to know how that happened. I mean,
you turned into me on excitement.
Round ball, round bat situation.
2 on, 2 out, top 9, 2-2 ball game. A pitch in the dirt, good stop there by Young. Really catcher throwing the catcher here.
Right, you're right. Harrison was running along and just got dead legged. Couldn't get him out of the ground.
Stewart, a right-handed bat and a left-handed pitcher, trying to put himself in a position to get the victory here with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. We're tied at 2. Weber looks back at the runner on second, fires home out of the stretch. That's plopped up somewhere. Looks like right field side out of play. Should be 1 and deuce.
Might have landed barbecue grill side.
Could you say he was doing the grilling?
Mr. Reeves was over there, cleaned it off when I walked back with the stocking cap. And I told the youngest Reeves, I said, you need to stay away. You just need to back out of the master chef.
Oh, Dylan. Be talking about him before you know it on Rams broadcast. 1-1 is the count. 2 gone. Here in the 9th. And it's in the dirt. I was 1-2 earlier. Where am I?
He went.
It's 1-2
That's
down.
a tough one.
I don't know.
He looked up and said, dude, I got to ride 4 hours on a cheese. Can you help me out? That's a long bus ride back to Peoria.
And the wall. 1, 2. I don't even know.
Should have had, we should have
had 2-2.
Should have known somebody from East Peoria bring us back a couple pork chops and a prime rib from where.
From James's?
Yeah.
Or the other one?
No, the other
our
one.
boy Alex?
Alex.
No, I don't do prime rib there. Do the rib eye. 2-2 is the count with 2 gone. We're here in the ninth. Need the out pitch, and there it is. Weber rings them up to end the top of the ninth. We're through 8.5, tied at 2. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
The Medicine Shop wants to become your pharmacy of choice. It's so easy to transfer your prescription. All it takes is a phone call from you. And the Medicine Shop will take care of the rest. They accept Medco, TRICARE, Express Scripts, and many 90-day plans as well. Plus, you'll find their pharmacy staff so helpful. No long wait times, no hassles getting in and out of their pharmacy. Here's pharmacist and pharmacy owner Eric Black.
In almost every case, if a person has PPO or HMO insurance where they pay a copay at the cash register, that copay will be identical wherever you go. And even if your card says Humana or Walmart or Walgreens, chances are you can use that prescription card anywhere. Just to be sure, give us a call and we can tell you over the phone if that's the case with your specific plan.
Don't forget to ask the Medicine Shop about delivery service to your home or workplace. Convenience and friendliness, all for the same cost. Only at the Medicine Shop, 2339 Broadway in Mount Vernon.
This is Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and WMIXSports.com.
Hey, we welcome you back, Rams Baseball, WMIX, WMIXSports.com. Chris Hugo and Danny Czerwinski alongside. We head to the bottom of the ninth. It's 4-5 and 6-2 up. Colton Metter, Trevor Flota, and Jake Pike. Oh. The WMIX Sports Mobile Studios are driven by Ford Square.
All these kids. We're going to start selling these.
This is the press box of Metamora all over again.
Yeah, it is.
You weren't there.
No, but this is important.
Yeah.
Everybody wants in the press box. The mobile studios are filling up.
Yeah, they are. Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We welcome you back to Personal Banking. We welcome you back to Brennan Klein Field. We'll have a new pitcher. Looks like Runyon's going to take over on the hill here in the ninth. He's a right-handed pitcher, maybe a power arm, judging by his size. No clue. Just a guesstimation. Out of the Mid-Illini Conference is East Peoria, Metamora, Dunlap, Canton,
Bartonville Limestone.
You got that? Somebody was trying to talk to me about Bartonville Limestone that night at Alex's.
They made the state tournament, got fourth.
Yeah, I told them they lost. I was mistaken at that point. So he was not real happy.
They upset Peoria High in the sectional final at Friday night. The old field house, standing room only, no tickets available on that Friday night.
As T. Flo will get the ball, he's probably excited after last night's Duke win over Michigan State. We'll
probably
distract him.
He's not even paying attention.
That's a good baseball player
I
right
think
there.
of his fish sandwich he's probably going to get here between games.
Yeah.
He was last week's doubleheader.
Runyon gets set out of the windup. It winds and fires. It'll miss outside. 2 balls, no strikes here to Metter, who starts us off. Flota, Pike to follow. And what comes the East
Peoria bus?
They done with the doubleheader over there already?
Way.
2-0's coming. It's going to miss high. Good eye by Colton, 3-0.
Hey, get on base and get that pinch runner ready to go. Here we go. No, the bus is empty. There's nobody on it.
Okay. That's a good thing, I guess. 3-0, hitters count right down the middle. Stop sign, it's 3 balls and a strike.
I can, too. There's nobody on that bus but the driver. There's nobody, little heads popping up unless they're all laying down.
I don't know they'd be little heads, given that they're 14 and 19.
Well, from this distance, they would be.
And the 3-1 misses low and away. Colton Metter gets a leadoff walk, and we're going to have a... No, we're not.
Nope. Metter's got a...
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Timmy's digging in his back pocket.
Dig. Tyler Ellis.
He runs for everybody. Tyler Ellis is going to run for Colton Metter. And the Rams are trying to strike here in the ninth as we're about out of scoreboard space.
Oh, but the Bob Carpenter book is a long way from
Bob Carpenter go 15.
Yeah.
You just won't have any totals after the game.
No, I don't need totals.
We never use that.
No.
That's why we can go 15. So a runner on and nobody out. As showing bunt was floated. They're not going to try back behind.
We tried it on you first. You're not going to get it on...
25 cents to the jar. That's first-person pronoun.
We've tried it.
1-0 is the count. Trevor Flota will dig back in the box. Runyon, the pitcher, a right-hander. Still trying to get a full
different color twins on that bus.
I was just thinking the same thing. As they show bunt, pull back, why do we think that things like that at that particular time?
Well, I mean, it's a different color yellowish.
Even the white is weird. It's like a mother of pearl on top. That's more like a sharp cheddar on the school bus itself.
Oh, they had to bring somebody back from the JV dime to the pitch. Guarantee that's what it is.
That's a good call.
How about that?
East Peoria Community High School District number 309, also their area code.
Oh, that's interesting.
Were you thinking the same thing with the runner on first?
They were having count. Yeah, they were having dibs on the area code and the district number.
Bottom 9, side of 2. Floater shows bunt, lays it down. It's going to go third base side. Could be a dandy. The throw will be to first. And that will be a great play, but a good sacrifice by Trevor Flota.
My man, who I picked player of the game, looked pretty good on that bunt there. Pike and Reeves, two guys that hit the ball hard the last few days. Great guys to have here to try to get a win in this extra inning for the Rams.
If you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home. Dick Sign of Woodlawn and Mount Vernon. Welcome back to personal banking. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Lefty Pike has a chance to end this one here with a runner on second and only one out in the bottom of the ninth. If you're just joining us, the Rams and Raiders from East Peoria playing 2 today. Tied at 2, oddly enough. Kind of funny how it works out. The things that distract me numerically. The Pike wears number 33, and the left-handed bat will stand against the right-handed pitcher, Runyon. You're in the bottom half of the ninth. It's on the way, and it's going to miss outside. Should be a 1-0 count. You're on Jake Pike.
Next game will be all hands on deck. Guys that may have never thrown may get the pitch.
I asked for you and I eventually. You throw left? You're a righty, aren't you? Yep. Golf left. Here comes the 1-0. Tomahawk high in the air. Reaches the clouds. Will come back down in foul territory. Grabbed by Martin over at first base. Darn it. You used to pitch, didn't you?
I'm middle infielder.
That's right. Shortstop?
Second.
Just when you think you know somebody. All right. Turns out I don't really know you at all.
No.
I'm sorry. So runner on second base represents the game-winning run here in the ninth. 2-2 ball game.
Bingo somewhere, Clayton.
Going around for lunch. Tyler Ellis is the runner on second, represents the game-winning run. Runyon gets set of the stretch. Pitch is going to miss low and away. Ball 1. 1-0 count with Pat the bat on deck. T-Flow went 6 strong today. Will not pick up a decision here. Pitch is on the way. The runner going. And safe at third base. The runner Ellis. The Rams get a break.
Telling you what, when he took off, and with that pitch, he flat out ran the throw. Because he was dead to right between second and third, and he flat out ran the throw.
Wow, Bucket Hat's coming gunning after you. Because you hit from the wrong side of the ball on the links.
Yeah, that's why I beat him all the time.
Well, I can't talk. You both beat me. 2-0 is the count. 2 gone. We're in the bottom of the ninth, tied at 2. Clayton Reeves, the batter, with a game-winning run on third. The excitement looms behind us. Sparse crowd starting to pile some more in, though, as the sun breaks from behind the clouds. Even though we can't see the crowd.
It's hard for him to hit with all that stuff on the stick. And his lungs.
Yeah, that's true. As it's going to be up and away to Clayton. Hitters count now, 3 balls, no strikes. 2 outs, bottom of the ninth inning. We're in extras. 2-2 ball game. 2 runs on 5 hits for the Raiders. Going to miss up and away, and we'll have runners at the corner.
I wonder if I think Mr. Force balk. Can you get ready for that?
We haven't had that yet this year.
I'm wondering. Now would be a perfect time.
Breaking the action is David. That's not the coach. Doesn't count.
No.
Pat Bradford will stand in. You just got a feeling at some point today Pat the Bat's going to do something to the plate. That.
It's from the wrong side of the ball.
That's what I just told you.
Yeah,
runners to the corners, 2 gone. Bottom 9, here it comes to Bradford in the dirt, 1-0.
Number 1 at Governor's Run, I'm going to say.
That's a good story. I like to tell people that. As if I know a guy who knew a guy, even though I saw you do it myself.
Yeah.
With about 16 other people. We were all watching you.
Yeah, I know. It's the first one to hit that day.
Yeah, I know. You set the tone. Runners going. There it is.
Told you. 1-4, nothing.
Yep. And that is just the kid to pull it off.
I told you.
Pesky Clayton Reeves.
I told you. I tried again. I'd wait a pitch and go again. Why not?
There is no crazier kid out there than Clayton Reeves, and we mean that in a good way. Like Teflon. The 1-0 count, runners at the corners, 2 gone, bottom 9. Rams trying to win it here, tied at 2.
Come back.
Good eye by Bradford.
2-0, you come back with it again. That pitcher's too worried about throwing a strike here. I'm not so certain you wouldn't try it again here. Jefferson County Baseball Handbook.
That's right. We all play by the same rules. 2-0 coming. It's going to miss outside.
All right.
Bradford, 3-0.
Now you wipe it off, 3-0. Bradford take a pitch.
Oh, wow. Bucket's coming after you.
Is he?
Yeah.
Good.
He's listening. Glad to have him.
Must not have a game to listen to.
3-0 coming. Misses high. Not walks the bases loaded. You didn't. Jim Holloway, what's going to happen here? Maybe nothing. Sawyer Harrison, he's going to have a little talk. Sawyer Harrison will be the batter as we're going to have a visit from Coach Plummer. This break in the action is presented by the Medicine Shop Pharmacy. Stop by the locally owned Medicine Shop where customer service is their top priority. Dr. Eric Black and his staff at 2339 Broadway here in the King City. See what happens. Bases are loaded, bottom of the ninth. I don't know you can get in any more exhilarating situation. You're in extra innings.
Well, to respond to that tweet, the tees are where they were at. I played where they told me to go, which was the big boy tees. That's where I went, the white tees that day.
I remember. That was a hot.
I didn't see anybody else put one up on the green and won.
That was a hot August afternoon in what, 05?
05.
Oh, I remember that day well. I had some new sticks. I didn't play very well.
There were a lot of people. There was lots of things. Sidewalks were sweating that day. It was so hot.
Yeah, they were. Bases loaded, 2 gone. 2-2 ball game, bottom of the ninth. Back in action, and that's going to miss outside.
Take till you get a strike. Take till you get a strike. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 balls in a row. Take till you get one.
We're at the bottom of the ninth. Pitch down the middle. So it's a 1-1 count here on Sawyer Harrison, who has the only Rams runs today on a 2 RBI single back in the second. Since then, we have gone 6 2/3 of an inning without a Ram run. Here comes Runyon's offering on the stretch. Harrison's going to get a piece of it, and this will do it. The Rams are going to win it 3-2 as Sawyer Harrison gets his 3rd RBI of the game and makes his case to be the Ridley College player of the game. 3-2 is your final. We'll come back with your Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. This is Rams Baseball from WMIX Sports.
Welcome back to Personal Banking is more than our tagline at Community First Bank. It's the truth. From our 5 locations in Jefferson County, the debit cards tied to local schools that we offer, the dozens of scholarships we provide to local youth, and even our president who sits at the front door. The Community First Bank difference is apparent. Our mission as Jefferson County's premier community bank is to provide the best customer service around. Stop by one of our 5 locations and experience true personal banking. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The technology in the 2013 Ford Fusion keeps you connected with the world and with your car. Hi, Roy Schmidt Ford dealer at Ford Square, Mount Vernon. Available sync with My Ford Touch allows you to keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road while you play your favorite music, control the interior climate, and make or receive phone calls, and receive turn-by-turn directions. The new suspension system delivers a smooth ride, and for peace of mind, the available intelligent all-wheel drive system gives you traction when you need it most. Already affordable, you can save $1,000 in retail customer cash on a 2013 Fusion with a 2.5-liter Duraltech inline-4 engine at Ford Square, 1501 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, and see all of our inventory online at fordsquare.com.
Hi, I'm Elaine. I've been a nurse with Good Samaritan for many, many years. One of the best things about my job is knowing that I work for a hospital that cares so much about the community. We're dedicated to attracting the best physicians and investing in the most advanced medical technologies. Whether it's radiology, oncology, or advanced heart care, we provide some of the nation's most advanced treatment options right here in Southern Illinois. That way patients never have to travel far from their families to receive the care they need. I'm always happy when families come visit, and starting in 2013, that sort of thing will happen even more. That's when Good Samaritan opens our all-new Regional Health Center. Everything about the new center has been designed with patients in mind. It features all private rooms and family-friendly areas that make it easier for visitors to stay overnight. I can't wait to see what Good Samaritan does with this exciting new facility.
Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a hospital, raising the bar.
Southern Illinois now has a better home for sports. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Jam-packed with local scores, video highlights, and archives of every local sports broadcast on WMIX. Did your team win? Missed that game-winning shot last night? Didn't catch your favorite coach on the Saturday Sports Show? WMIXSports.com is right at your fingertips. On your computer, your smartphone, your tablet, or your video game console. It's the all-new WMIXSports.com. Another free service from Withers Broadcasting. This is Mount Vernon Rams baseball on WMIX. The Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show starts now.
And we welcome you back for the Clyde Memorial Field. A final of 9. The Rams beat East Peoria in game number 1 by a final of 3-0. Wow, what a game we had. And, of course, it's the postgame show presented by Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac, 3423 Broadway in Mount Vernon, or Schmidt Chevrolet Cadillac in Centralia. Yeah. Chris Hugo, Danny Czerwinski alongside. What an exciting game as Sawyer Harrison comes up with all 3 runs batted in for the Rams today. Wins at the bottom of the 9th. We need the Heartland Accounting post-game numbers.
Peoria, 2 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, 7 left on base. Mount Vernon had 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, 7 left on base as well. Thomas Weber is your winning pitcher. Derek Runyon takes the loss in a game that took 2 hours and 13 minutes as the Rams improved 8-3 overall with a win over East Peoria today by a score of 3-2.
There you go. Get started right. Let Heartland Accounting help make your business a success. Heartland Accounting, 3000 Broadway, Suite 2B, your small business expert. 3-2 your final. We'll come back at your Red Lake College player of the game. This is Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank.
I'm Andy Robb with a look at your next rad weather. This afternoon, rather cloudy skies with a shower or 2, high 60. Mostly cloudy tonight, you'll see some showers, low 47. Sunday, mostly sunny and pleasant, high 62. Tomorrow night, low 35. Cloudy skies, colder with a bit of rain on Monday for a high 44. Mostly sunny Tuesday, high 47. Next rad weather from WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Critics rave about the Wren Lake College Theater's presentation of Into the Woods. Thanks to Mother Nature, you have one more chance to see Into the Woods at the Wren Lake College Theater this Saturday at 7 p.m. Sunday's show is postponed due to the weather, so those tickets will be accepted at the door. If you didn't already have tickets, take a look at The Darker Side of Fairy Tales this Saturday night at 7. Tickets are just $12 at the door, or call the box office at 437-5321, extension 1467.
Listen to us from any device at WMIXSports.com. This is Rams Baseball on WMIX.
And we welcome you back to the Schmidt Chevrolet postgame show. Chris Hugo with Danny Czerwinski alongside. Rams win game number 1 of the doubleheader today against East Peoria. 3-2 is your final. Of course, we'll have game number 2 coming up for you in just a bit. Rams Baseball, powered by Community First Bank of the Heartland. We owe you a Red Lake College player of the game. We're going to have 2. Trevor Flota came on, had 6 great innings, but it was Sawyer Harrison's 3 runs batted in that ended up winning it for the Rams in game number 1. Red Lake College, save thousands your college education. Log on to rlc.edu to see how you can save a lot of money. They have over 100 degree and certificate programs for thousands less as well. That's going to do it for us in game 1. We'll come right back. You'll hear our billboard. You'll hear all of that. We'll come back in just a little bit as soon as we know what's going on with game number 2. You'll hear us back on the air. Until then, you'll hear some of America's best music coming up. For Danny Czerwinski and Jesse Clark in the WMIX Sports team in game number 1. We thank you for listening. The Mount Vernon Rams beat East Peoria in 9 innings by a final of 3-2. For all those people and more, I'm Chris Hugo. So long for now.
Thank you for listening to Mount Vernon Rams Baseball on WMIX and online at WMIXSports.com. Rams Baseball has been presented by the official voice of the Mount Vernon Rams, Community First Bank. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Mount Vernon Rams on WMIX are also sponsored in part by Wren Lake College. See how you can save thousands on your education at rlc.edu. The Medicine Shop of Mount Vernon, Ford Square and King City Chrysler. You can count on us. State Farm Insurance Agent Tony Wilt. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Second Chance Auto. Good Samaritan Regional Health Center. Raising a Hospital. Raising the Bar. Schmidt Chevrolet of Mount Vernon. And also by the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Sarah Staley, your country financial agent. Heartland Accounting. And by Central Christian Church. Your home for news, talk, sports, and America's best music, WMIX. Find archived broadcasts of Rams baseball at WMIXsports.com.